If they talk, it could.
Alrighty.
Hello. Hello.
Perfect.
Anyone hear me?
Okay, I am passing it over to GM Drew
Very good, very good.
to take it away.
If anyone can hear me, I'm trapped in your computer screen. This is not a test. I'm being held here against my will. I'm doing a bit.
Don't listen to him.
Hello.
He's lying.
No, I'm just being transmitted via the magic of the internet. Hello, my name is Drew. If you have heard of me at all, you've heard me from Agents of Damned, the little bit bobs over here, a fun little D&D podcast, and I'm here to help our friends dungeon one entire dragon today in the name of charity, in the name of the Canadian Cancer Foundation. So we're actually gonna kick ourselves off with a couple of introductions. Let's start in the order that I see us over on the Zoom. Let's start with Lily.
Sorry. Okay, hi. I'm playing a fairy. She's kind of a trash fairy. She really likes hoarding things. Her name is Maple, and I would describe her as like a little 4-foot fairy with dark blue hair, violet eyes. She's wearing a bunch of bracelets. It goes from like her wrist to her elbow, and then she has a backpack, a little satchel, and another like multiple bags on her. I think.
Awesome. Possum. We're gonna have some fun with that. Let's go next to Shears.
Oh crap. Hi. My name is Bloodthread Shears, Shears for short. My pronouns are they, them. I will be playing Angel Ronette Chiffon. Yes, that is her full name. Pronouns she, they, a fire genasi monk. This will be my first time using the power of fifth animate and spite. Back to you.
And back to you in the studio. All right, that brings us to let's have J Diggity over there. Well, Laura, sorry.
Hello, I am Jess, aka Lore. You might remember me from Friday night. I am not Vola today. Today I am Lore, shapeshifter, changeling, pronouns any and all, with a preference for they, but any and all will work, especially given circumstances, which you will get to see.
And last but most certainly not least, our wonderful friend Queenie.
I am Queenie. She, her, my pronouns. And tonight I am playing a bug creature, hence face makeup. You can find me on Blades of Paradise podcast. And that's about it.
Yeah, excellent. And because I always forget things, again, I am Drew. He, him pronouns, but I think everyone here is chomping at the bit, ready to go to play a little bit of D&D. How you guys feeling? Let's get some thumbs up out there. And before we get ourselves started, everyone who's watching, listening, or what have you, if you have us on in the background, don't forget the reason for the season, because we're donating to fight cancer. We're donating to fight cancer. So please drop those donos out there. Not only can they help for a worthy cause, but as you go through this and you just decide you know what, I hate his face, you can mess with me in various ways. I have personally been hoisted by my own petard many times by the donate to make a new character show up thing that I keep doing to myself. I don't know why I keep doing that to myself. But without further ado, let's get started. Let's set the scene. The astral sea, expansive, empty, beautiful, mysterious, and yet littered with adventure. Atop a massive rocky face sits a lair, completely overrun with astral wolves, which are a thing that exist right now, capable of teleporting around and biting you real bad. They're truly the scourge of the astral sea, but they're being fought off by a valiant Githyanki knight. He's surrounded, but he will not let this be his last fight. The determination on his face is palpable. And then, arising from smoke on the ground, a great dark wizard. He points menacingly, like this. I think it's Yankee Knight and says, "You shall never thwart my plans. I shall rule over all of the astral sea, and then next, all the realms." Then the knight looks to him and says, your plans will fail. The side of justice always wins. And I'm going to take you down, even though it's getting kind of late, probably around like 8 o'clock. And the wizard looks to his wristwatch that I think he probably has. I think a wizard would have a wristwatch. And notices, oh, dang, it is almost 8. Can we pause this? My stories are coming on. What, do you watch Dungeon Brothers? Yes. Do you want to pause the fight and watch together? Because I don't want to miss it. And like, I'm not gonna have time to get back to my ship. Like, yeah, sure, but after this, for sure, I will destroy you and all you hold dear. Yes, 1,000%. But after the show, we want to watch the show though. And so they put their fight on hold. The Astral Wolves kind of like sit down as they know that like, when it's this time, they're kind of like off duty. And the two retire to a comfy den to watch the recorded crystal program Dungeon Brothers. And we zoom in, if you're imagining a shot in your head, we zoom into that crystal ball and we see the little Dungeon Brothers theme song start to play. My name's Grim, and my name is Grom, and we're the Dungeon Brothers. They do one of those things where they do the crossed arms and like back to back that you have to do when you're doing a TV theme song for some reason. And they start playing like a bunch of video of like random moments from the show, like them doing some demo. That evaluation is crazy. What? These ceiling fixtures are so outdated. A shark pit in this day and age. A couple of things of those like going back to back. Me and my brother, we're complete opposites. He likes spaghetti and I like pizza. You're getting a lot of that from like the theme song. But that is kind of our establishing point, but not the start of your guys' tale, because the Dungeon Brothers have been going on for a while. This episode is about to air. This is their first live episode, and it's also your chance. But we can't just jump into that. We need to establish why this is your chance. And I think we'll start with eeny, meeny, miny, lore. Lore, it is a warm summer night. You're taking your nightly constitutional as is custom. And would you describe your character's appearance to us a little bit?
Well, when Laura's at home, at rest, and not living one of their many lives, they appear a little unfinished. Not quite there. Blurry, a little, maybe. They have hair that might be a color, maybe, in the right light. And they shimmer slightly, like they're about to change, but no, they don't look quite there. They're not quite there.
And as you kind of take in the night air, it's a calm, peaceful night. It's kind of a rustling sound in like the distance. And you're pretty good at keeping an eye on things going around in the general neighborhood. Most people aren't privy to this, but you've noticed that there's kind of like an upstart, like kind of like criminal, like ghost pirate syndicate type thing starting up in town that's setting up some manner of underground base. Nothing that concerns you directly, but you see a few of their members like hauling in like just random bits of equipment, and you see a reanimated skeleton, and it occurs to you in all of your many lives, you've never actually like you've never been a skeleton. The novelty of it kind of sticks out to you. What do you do?
Bones. How novel. Well, I think Laura's above all curious. Very curious to a fault. So I think they would try to shift into a skeleton if they could try.
All right. I say you can shift into a skeleton, and I'll say, let's give the first roll of the game. I'm going to have you roll, let's say, performance with advantage, since you have fully changed into a skeleton. I don't think the DC will be super high. This seems pretty cut and dry. I didn't intend for that to rhyme, but I did it anyway, and I'm going to stand by it.
First roll is a 26.
Well, that's the night. That's what the night was going to be doing. All right, so a 26. With a 26, a skeleton like walks by you, and you like trip them, and they fall apart, and they go, "Ah, no, not again!" And you turn into them exactly. And like while they're putting themselves together, you walk in, and they walk in second, and then everyone is convinced that they're an imposter, and they get thrown out, and you're fine.
Delightful.
With a 26. They're like, good old Bones McGee. Man, we love you so much, dude. You're the heart and soul of this team, Bones McGee. We gotta tell you. Can you believe that guy trying to take your place? Like we wouldn't absolutely know our old buddy Bones McGee.
The audacity of some folks.
The audacity. You're always saying that word, man. You're a big 3-syllable word, man.
Thank you.
So like I would, I don't want to assume for you, but like I would assume you're probably like helping like continue to haul the gear down, just kind of like keep up appearances.
Yeah, Laura's just gonna kind of follow what's going on here and see what they can see. Part of what Laura finds meaning in such a long and storied life is just exploring and seeing where things go. And at this point, I'd probably just check in with nobody as well.
All right. So you do a little check-in with your friend Nobody. And as you kind of like reach out, like I believe this is a telepathic like connection, yes. You reach out with your mind. Nobody kind of like awakens goes, yes, yes. What do you need?
Just make sure you stay with us, darling. I'm not sure where we're going, but this is interesting. We've not had something new for a while.
What are you doing this time?
Sorry, one more time.
What are you doing this time?
Well, there's a skeleton, and I've never been a skeleton, so I think we're going to follow them for a while and see where that takes us.
Oh, okay. I just, like, my job is to do what you ask. It's just so different every second of every day. I'm very tired, and I didn't know I could be tired. I kind of quasi exist. You understand this, right?
I do, yes.
All right. We're okay. And like you hear like the sound of like rummaging as like as nobody like just kind of like gets things together, and it's almost like in your mind the sound of like a phone disconnecting, like a click, and you just kind of get that like nobody's just like been alerted and is like ready to spring into action if necessary. Now as you enter the compound, you kind of just notice like it's a little bit like sparse and bare. Like again, this is very like upstart. Like you've been around a while, you've seen a lot of things. This is like very, very low grade, villainy, type stuff where it's like, you see good bones. You see like these guys could probably make a name for themselves eventually. And then we pull out from you. We pull out from this scene. And we notice two dwarven brothers that are now to us, relatively familiar, but this is much earlier in time, an earlier season of their series, as they're recording the little intro. So what we're thinking is Shark Pit. Shark Pits never go out of style, and they call for a cut. And as they finish getting the shot, an assistant like walks over, like whispers to one of them and says, I'm sorry, sir. It seems as though with the renovations necessary for this particular location, even if we cleared it out, it would go so far over budget that we wouldn't make any money. But well, we would still make money on the show, but wouldn't make any money on the property. And they go, "Oh, forget that. Destroy it." Are you sure? So we haven't checked it for any beings yet. Yeah, destroy it. We're legally cleared to do whatever we want here. And you don't hear any of this exchange, Lore. What you get is that you're taking in the space and then very sudden movement and disorientation and darkness, and you are buried beneath rubble. You have room to move. You're not like enclosed in and like you'll cut out, like you'll pinned down, but you're kind of like flipped around. Like you kind of like landed. Like actually, roll me a dex save to see how well you landed.
Save.
Yeah, dex save.
That's a natty 1.
That's a natty 1. Let's see. Just for
I mean, it's a 3 with my +2, but it's a nat 1.
I'm a respect the crits type DM. So you take 3 damage. You take 3 bludgeoning damage as you landed directly on top of your head. It's almost impressive. Like you did like a pencil dive, but the wrong way. And like you feel like the force kind of like shudders through your body, and you right yourself, and you can't find very much light, but in the distance you do see like a sort of like shimmering multicolored light.
I'm gonna go towards the light.
So
I'm reaching for, like, I normally can like reach out, and I can't reach anything. I feel very disconnected at the moment. So I'm going towards the light.
Yeah, no one else is like around you, and you're not quite fully used to that. You're used to surrounding yourself with people. And as you make your way towards this like multicolored light, you find a pool, which is not like a swimming pool. It's like a natural like aquifer of water that is bioluminescent, that looks as though it contains stars and galaxies and just constantly ebbing and flowing. And from it bellows a voice. Come closer, child. Come closer. Be not afraid.
Laura hasn't been called child in a very, very long time. And Laura hasn't felt fear in a very long time. But curiosity is by far and away the main motivator. So forward they go.
Do you touch the pool?
Laura like reaches kind of the edge of the pool and like kind of 10 down and just falls forward
into the whole body of the pool.
Yeah.
Oh. And thing 1 that I didn't account for is 18 minutes in. All right. All right. Con save.
All right. Well, that's a 19.
19. All right, cool. You know what, let's you retain your sense of like self-insanity. But your mind is just like buffeted by like this psychic force as you kind of like dragged through, like not physically but mentally dragged through dimensions that you are unfamiliar with. And you're brought before just like a great mass of like tentacles and unknowable horror. And then it disappears, and you are in front of a very plain looking man in a very sharp suit. He goes, "Oh, sorry. I didn't expect you to go whole body in the pool. I wasn't ready yet. But hello. I believe you and I might have some mutual interests, as you were just recently blown up, and well, I preferred one of the random ghost pirates, but I believe you'll do. You will do, won't you?"
Laura just kind of like looks back and forth, and I think they would try and shift into like an image of this person, but I don't think it would work.
As you do try that, like you can shift into whatever you want, but as soon as you try to assume like their form, it feels painful and wrong, and like you can't hold it. And they go like, "Oh no, don't do that. That's a bad idea. You can change form. That's useful to me. All right. We've picked ourselves a winner. Now, how are you feeling about amazing magical power and also vengeance? Sounding good, yes.
That feels pretty good.
Ah, I love it. I knew I'd like you. What may I call you?
Lore.
Law. You can call me. Ah, no, that makes you go insane. Well, let's back things up a bit. The two that blew you up and the two that nearly killed you, they're amassing a certain amount of power that I don't quite like with their little show. So, I suppose if we're going to be in business together, you can call me your executive producer. And he holds out a hand for a handshake.
Lore takes a moment and then reaches out and grasps the hand.
And as we see that handshake, we jump cut to, let's see, I have a little wheel pulled up on my phone, and the wheel is, this is going too long, and stop. All right, then the wheel lands on Buck. So we jump cut to a large castle atop a hill that's like very like Castle Dracula. Ah, Flimbit. All right, so we cut to like a very, you know, we're gonna do this in scene. We cut to like a big castle on top of the hill, and for anyone who has not seen, well, you guys got the dono that like the big bad evil guy dies from like a big rock. We got to a big castle on top of a hill that is like very Castle Dracula. That is absolutely just like destroyed by time. Like whoever was like keeping this castle uh is long gone, and it's kind of like partially overgrown with like dirt and soot and detritus, and that it's kind of like partially a castle and partially just like a really big anthill. And at this really big anthill we see like very large bug people. One of which is our friend Queenie. Queenie, would you describe your character Puck? Oh, you got to unmute.
Puck is a female praying mantis looking, but she's purple and pink colored. And she is living in this big mansion by herself, castle. But it used to be filled with all kinds of other praying mantis looking bugs.
So as you're like kind of you're enjoying like a very like wholesome community life, like with the you know, the other people of your swarm, your hive.
Yes.
And your best friend, everyone like they come up and be like, "Hey there, cousin, how's it going?" Like for some reason that like you're in your swarm, everyone calls each other cousin. And your best friend, Locke, shows up. He goes, "Hey, Pock, how's it going, cuz?"
Not too bad, Locke. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just came down from fishing down by the creek. Caught me a whole mess of tuna. And you know who I thought of? I thought of immediately my best buddy Pock. Would love themselves a little bit of tuna. So I saved you a couple here. And
well,
he hands
you.
you a few tuna.
Okay.
Hey,
And I'd take
hey,
them.
no problem, bud. No problem, bud. Say, hey there. Would you mind? I went down by the creek, caught myself a nice like good catch, but well, and he kind of holds up his fishing rod, and it's just like fully snapped in two. He's like, I really got to get better about not just absolutely wrecking stuff. But would you? You're way better at making stuff than I am. Would you mind like kind of grabbing a little bit of wood out from the forest to help me with making a new rod?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, and you are
So
sent
I
out
go
to the
with them
forest.
to the forest.
Yeah, you
I go out to the
you
forest
Pock
to
and
find
Lock.
something.
Yeah, Pock and Lock head out to the forest to find some wood for a fishing rod. And it's a pretty it's a really fun short adventure. You guys have some laughs. You guys do a little bit extra fishing. You teach them a little bit more about how to make a fishing rod. It's a really a wholesome down home type tale that we don't watch because while that's going on, uh a couple of dwarves roll up that we all know who they are, and they go, all right, we're the Dungeon Brothers, and this is Dungeon Brothers Disaster Project. We're taking the most dilapidated homes and completely renovating them. But in order to build it up, you gotta burn it down. Then they hit a cut. They go, all right, let's do the parts where we can't show it on TV. And then a bunch of Doomslayer looking dwarves with flamethrowers march in, and there's just flames and screams and just essentially the clearing of the hive. And while that's going on, in line with the dono that just happened, a big rock that was part of the hive that had kind of taken over this castle gets knocked loose, and one of the camera people points it out and says, "Watch out, Dungeon Brothers! That rock looks pretty loose." They look at him in the eye and they say, "Hey, you shut up! You shut up! You're beneath us. We're famous and you're beneath us. We hate you. How dare you tell us what to do?" And while they're doing that, one of the rocks falls down and kills Grum, and just absolutely murders Grum, and he is for sure dead, and he is killed by a big rock. And his brother falls to his knees and goes, "No, my brother, no, I'm so distraught. What are we gonna do?" And another dude in a suit shows up, and he's like, "Look, hey, calm down, calm down. We're gonna fix this, all right? We're gonna fix this." And he is carted and escorted away. But as you return, Pock, with your best friend Locke, you do see this scene of your entire family being kind of exterminated. Uh and it looks like you kind of roll up towards the end. You're at least they got one of them. It seems like they got one of those damn dungeon brothers. But what do you do?
Seeing this, I take an oath to kill the other one, no matter what.
And as you take that oath, I want you to roll let's say religion.
That's a nat 1.
Ooh. On a natural one. On a natural one. On natural one, you feel like a voice call out to you, and you know with certainty that this voice has your best interest at heart and no ulterior motives at all whatsoever. This voice on the up and up 110%. You love this voice. This voice is your best friend. And he goes, hello, hello, hello. Can anyone hear me? I felt a lot of vengeance energy in this area.
Yes.
We doing an oath of we're doing a vengeance oath, an oath of vengeance,
Yes.
one could say. Neat, super neat. I've actually got a little thing brewing on that. How do you feel about signing on for a very interesting project that I've got brewing? That will ideally end with your hands around that young dwarven man's throat.
Works for me.
Hey, that works for me too, buddy. Just need a little handshake from you, and you are kind of ripped through space and time again, not physically, mentally. And you find yourself in the same liminal space that Lore did, with again a very plain looking man, a very sharp suit, with a hand extended. He's like, just a quick handshake, Aroni, and we are good to go.
Okay, and I shake his hand.
Wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful. And we jump cut from that scene. That is definitely fine, and there will be no like ulterior things going on from it. To let's spin the wheel again. Wait, hold on. Let me reset the wheel because I saw all the episodes on there. Spin the wheel, different, and Maple. We move right along to Maple. Now, we actually find ourselves like looking through like the astral sea again, and also the prime material plane, and the Feywild, and the Shadowfell, and several other realms. We kind of have like a rapid fire cut through a bunch of different boards, boards with a question mark in that they seem to contain as many valuable items as they do absolute like knickknack garbage. And these are the trash slash treasure hoards of Maple. We see her at one of her particular locations, we'll say on the prime material plane for the sake of what's the word I'm looking for? Convenience, I'd say. But let's have Maple described to us by our good friend Andy.
So I mentioned it earlier. So Maple's a little fairy. She's 4 feet tall. She has butterfly wings, dark blue hair, violet eyes. She has a very maximalization style. She's fully decked out in everything she can wear. Bracelets all the way to her elbows. Like she's wearing like 4 different necklaces, multiple bags on her.
So if anyone liked to hang out at the mall in the 80s,
Yeah, she's carrying everything on her. It shouldn't work, but she kind of makes it work because it's her style.
it's a vibe. It's an absolute vibe.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Maple, something is wrong. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something is 100% wrong. And you're at like one of your prime material like storehouses, we'd call it, which is just like a giant like mound of treasure. To you treasure. To everyone else, very like random stuff. It effectively not any time, but most of the time, if something has been misplaced, it's because it's been allowed to fall into one of your little liminal space holes, and you've claimed it as yours. Something unclaimed, untaken, up for grabs, finders keepers. Those are totally the rules of law in the universe. And something's wrong with this pile. Something is wrong, and you don't know what it is. And one of your assistants comes up to you. It's a rat folk man, just kind of like he's wearing like a very like kind of thin set of like glasses. He's got a little like a hood up. He goes like, is everything all right, boss?
Something's wrong. I'm just
If you seem distraught.
This pile is slightly smaller than it should be.
I feel as though it's only gotten bigger with time. Honestly, I was gonna come up to you and say we need a new storehouse.
Are you blind right now? It's vaguely smaller. Can you not feel it?
From another dono that we have, a new NPC enters the scene. So a let's say let's say a little imp, a little imp, little devil dude, like not even native to this plane, like shows up. He's like, well, I don't know. I feel like the pile's only been getting bigger, ma'am. And if I could be completely honest, I think you might be being a little bit paranoid. I don't want to be that guy, but it seems like you might be being a little bit paranoid about it. And the rat focus assistant looks like horrified that he has dared say the P word around you. And he's got a little clipboard and he's like bracing behind it. He's just like, oh geez, oh no.
Are you saying I'm paranoid? No, there's absolutely something missing. We have to do a count over. Start again. We're starting from first object to the very last. Everything needs to be accounted for.
Roll intimidation with advantage because you are 100% their boss.
Okay, give me a sec. Intimidation. Oops, give me what? Yeah, I'll do it here. Sorry, guys. You know, I'll just roll a real dice.
Gotta go with the real shiny click clack math rocks.
Yes. It's with advantage, right?
Yeah, with advantage.
The first one was a 3. The second one was 14 plus 2, 16.
A 16, I think a 16, like again, like this is fully like their job. So I'd say with like a 16 intimidation, there's like the job market is in shambles, man. And like they just do it, but they're not happy about it. And like after an ungodly amount of time, there's like uh, the imp is like, there's nothing missing, and like the rat folk guy is like, I mean, I think we're missing a spoon.
We're missing a spoon?
No, no,
We're missing a spoon?
maybe, yes.
What do you mean we're missing a spoon? I knew it. I knew it. Where's that spoon? Who's been in this area?
We have so many spoons.
We don't have enough spoons. There's never enough spoons.
We have one of every kind of spoon.
That means you've never had enough spoon.
Look, the spoon is gone. Like
We need to find that spoon. Everyone, round up everyone. We need to go spoon hunting.
they do that. They round up like everybody, and like they do like a full like look through of the inventory. They do a full like look through of like everyone who's been in here. And one thing sticks out on your records. There was a survey crew here for this like crystal television show that's been going around. There's like this crystal vision show called like the Dungeon Brothers or something. You've never been that into it, but like you've heard it in passing, and apparently like they were here earlier, but they were here very briefly.
They've stolen my spoon. I can feel it in my bones.
Ma'am, I don't think they would take a spoon.
No,
It
they've taken
ma'am,
my
it wouldn't
spoon.
make sense for them to have your spoon.
You don't understand. They've taken my spoon.
Ma'am, please, you just have to let it go. It's just a spoon. Oh please, no.
Get
I'm
out!
so sorry.
Get out of my face right now. The audacity. The audacity right now. I can't even. What do you mean it's just a spoon?
He runs away. He cries a little bit.
People don't understand. You just don't understand these days. It's not just a spoon, it's my spoon.
And I'm gonna have Maple also roll religion.
Okay. Okay. Give me a sec. I'm gonna do it in a box. I keep rolling it out of the table. That's a 7.
That's a 7. So you also hear a voice that is incredibly trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this guy, he wants nothing more than what is the best for you for completely unselfish reasons. Just a good Samaritan who heard something was going on and was just like, you know what? I'm gonna throw a little bit of help into that mix. That's his whole deal, is what you feel when you hear this voice. Hey, hello there. Again, I've been feeling a lot of vengeance energy surrounding these Dungeon Brothers guys. They're getting up to some shenanigans, some chicanery, one might say. Am I correct in my assertion here that we're feeling vengeful against these Dungeon Brothers?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Well, I would like to offer my services. I'm putting together a little group, little team there, little powwow, one might say. I mean, everything's better with a group, better with friends. Wouldn't you like some friends to help you with your mission of scorched earth and vengeance and such?
She kind of just thinks for a minute. Do you know where they are?
Oh, I know better than where they are. I know how they can be brought low.
She considers for a little bit and then just says yes.
All right, and as you say yes, I think we'll like try to avoid like doing it over and over and over again. You get dragged in through a little space of blah 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 blah, and then they do a handshake. Very plain man in sharp suit. handshake, hooray, all good times there. Jump cut to our last friend. So that will be Angel. Now, we jump cut to a volcano. A massive volcano, so big it takes up like the entire island that it's on. And then we zoom into the volcano. We zoom in further, we zoom into the lava, then we zoomed into the inside of the volcano. And it is the most like opulent, like well decorated, like absolutely amazing looking volcano lair you have ever seen. And kind of sitting like almost in like a contrapasso like type like a pose, just kind of like leaned up against like a very tasteful kitchenette counter, is Angel, and let's have Angel describe to us.
Ms. Angel Chiffon, Ronette Chiffon is a fire genasi with blue skin. Let me check my description real quick. Blue skin with white blue hazel eyes, medium build, about 5'9", and red orange ombre hair. She has a build of somebody who's been doing contract work ever since getting screwed over from the incident, and has spent the rest of her time trying to fix the mess. And ever since getting her license and getting proper Fantasy OSHA training, has learned to turn around the dilapidated volcano that is her home and her wife's home into something very beautiful, and has taken upon herself to reach out to folks who have been screwed over in the past and fixing it for them at a low cost or free of charge if they can't afford it. She's currently in her training room, shorts, tank top, sports bra, and is currently just practicing through forms, trying to clear her head before she has to go back to working on another project, and is a lot on her mind.
As you're like running through like your training regimen, your wife, noticeably more slight of build than you, because she's not very like you. You're very martial and like your personal pursuits, and she's a little bit more like cerebral in her pursuits. Uh, uh, she kind of like is looking over like a bit of data and such, and that like she does a lot of like artificing and such here in her like her secret volcano lair to make like all kinds of like neat nifty gadgets for a variety of purposes, but a lot of them end up being like very like useful like home goods, the things that she's able to construct. She's like kind of like looking over like some data, some schematics, some designs and such. And then there's a knock at the door, and she kind of like looks up kind of quizzically, like she's got those like big goggles on that make her eyes look like way bigger, and then she like she like pulls them up on her forehead, and then like she's got like her eyes look like normal again, but she's got like the soot that has the the goggle design like essentially like still in it. She's like I'll get it, and just kind of like hops off her little stool and like walks off towards the door.
Babe, did you order something again?
Well, I'm ordering stuff a lot of time, but nothing sticks out for right now. But I might have forgotten. I get kind of, I mean, you know how I get when I'm like in the middle of a project. I'm really trying to crack this free energy thing, cause like, I can do that, right? Everyone's always like free energy is so hard. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out.
Babe, I have
knock it
every
out.
faith in you.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock it out. She kind of like she runs off to like answer the door. And you hear kind of like a commotion of sorts. And she like runs back into the room. She's like, "Hey,
What?
did we call the Dungeon Brothers?"
They're back?
Yeah.
Oh no. She immediately grabs one of her weapons, puts on her shoes. Stay here. If anything, summon my father if anything else happens to me, okay? Gives her
Okay.
a kiss on the cheek. Love you, babe.
Love you too.
Okay.
Beat 'em up.
I know, babe. Can you order some food for us?
Already ordering the pad thai.
Oh, I love you. And as soon as goes to the front door, fighting stance, and just says, "No, get out."
The Dungeon Brothers are, well, the Dungeon Brother is there. You've been kind of following their exploits to kind of keep an eye on them. They're like their ratings have fallen a little bit since they did that weird like mid-season replacement of one brother with like a quote unquote long lost brother who doesn't look quite as much like the other brother named Pim. So now it's Grim and Pim, and like there was a huge split in like the fandom community about like the new Grim and Pim era, but like so far the uh this has been my dumb plan for when they die. I have a bunch of rhyming names, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Please don't make me go through the whole list. But Grim
I've
and
got the
Pim are
pun
there.
counter right here.
Okay. So we got Grim and Pim there. One of the S words. All right, so we've got Grim and Pim there, and just a legion of like dudes in suits. Uh, and they look to you and go, like, "We wanted to be here personally to see this moment." And one of
No,
the dudes in suits reaches into like the breast of his suit jacket,
you're not authorized. You're violating the restraining order.
and he pulls out a manila envelope.
No, I immediately attack.
All right, roll initiative.
Okay, which die do I use on this one? Red die. Don't fuck me over. Ooh. 18, 19, 20. 21.
21. He got a 3.
All right, this is gonna be my first time playing a monk. Bear with me. All right, so I'm going in to start. I'm going to do flurry of blows. I'm going
Go for
to
it.
use my staff to do multiple stabs forward and combo that with a series of side kicks, front snap kick, and a spinning side kick to the gut.
Sick. All right. Roll to hit. Where is my die? Where? 1d6 plus 2. Ooh. That is a 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's for 8?
damage. I'm gonna hold that for
Oh, I was like,
Hi,
8?
I'm-
That's a.
pros of pros. Pros of pros. Okay.
I'll let you keep that damage roll though.
Yes, I plan on it. I have I rolled a 16 straight.
All right, 16 hits, and with 8 damage on that very first hit, you hit him like with your staff, and he goes like, "Ooh," and then you because you brought him low, you just do like one of those like backflip kicks underneath his chin, and his head flies off, and everybody goes, "Oh my god!" And like as that guy dies, and then like another guy just goes like, "He was just serving you papers." And like he throws the envelope at you. Like, "You've been served, you psychopath!" And then they run away. The Dungeon Brothers go,
You want
bye.
to try that again?
Nope, bye, later.
My
Read the
lawyers have
envelope.
already.
You served.
You call my
You
lawyers.
got served.
You
No, you got
call my
served.
lawyers.
We served it. You got served. Like a dance competition, you just got served.
Oh, you want to deal with my father?
Nope.
You want to deal
He's
with
large
my
and
father?
scary. No, we're scared of him. Bye. They run out. They run.
And don't come back. Next time I'm taking more heads.
The head is still in your like living room.
Pick
And
it
you
up.
hear from like the distance, you go like, "Honey."
Don't worry, I'm putting it in the lava.
Okay. You know I don't like to see severed heads.
Do you want the skull?
Kinda.
All right. Do you want it? Should I put it in the beetle pit or in the lava then?
Beetle Pit.
Okay, which one?
Beetle Pit C. Beetle Pit A is still working on the last guy.
Really? All right.
Yeah. They've been sluggish lately. I'm gonna take them to the vet.
Okay, yeah, we really should. They've been not feeling well. So I go over to the pit number C, just casually toss it in, clean my hands, clean my bow staff, get changed into like a flannel shirt, beat up jeans, like the epitome of DIY lesbian, bisexual vibes.
Vibes. I'm feeling it.
And just gets back to like gives her wife a kiss and be like, babe, I gotta be on site and within 10 minutes. We got served papers. Can you contact my dad?
Just oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
And
thank
she
you.
like she goes to like give your dad a call.
Alright.
And I'm gonna also have you roll religion.
Okay. Ooh. Religion. Where is religion?
No,
That
low
is a
roll.
18.
Ooh, you're the first person to realize that this voice might be slightly sus. Mainly in the way that it's like the way this voice reaches out to you is like this is unusual, and you really get like this voice is not native to this plane and should not have this much of a vested interest in the goings on of this plane, and yet is talking to you. But you do hear
It's
like,
like I'm
oh, hello, hey there.
no, before you say anything, I don't sign anything without my lawyer's present.
Oh, we're gonna have a fun time there. I
Hold on. I'm gonna
actually
call
don't
my
need any
lawyer.
signatures.
I'm calling my
Okay,
lawyer.
you're calling a lawyer. Go
Calls the
on.
lawyer and just says like, "Hey, Andrew, hi, yeah,
Hey, what's going
can
on,
you tell?
babe?
Hey, weird otherly voice is trying to do a contract. Can you
Oh
bring
yeah,
up?
you gotta watch out for this.
Yeah, yeah. You want to come over? I can tell. I can. My wife can have the teleportation circle ready for you.
Oh, for sure. Actually, gotta be real with you. Doing a little bit of little bit of important work in Cabo right now. Fantasy Cabo. You heard of
Oh,
Fantasy
really?
Cabo?
Oh yeah, it was your anniversary. Can you bring one of your associates? Can you have one of your better associates come over?
Um, I can send an associate. Yes, he is.
Is he vicious?
He's learning. He is learning. I'm really sorry about this, my dude. It's a really bad time of year and a lot of the office is out. But hey, I can guarantee you he's going to give you his 110%, and I will be back like pretty soon.
All right. How good? How good is he at combat? You know we're gonna fight him.
Please do
Not
not do
kill him. I'm
that.
not gonna kill him. I'm just gonna like spar. It's a
He
friendly
is
spar like
fully
we
a
usually do.
non-combatant. He is very small. Please do not hit him.
How is he around bugs?
I have not seen yet. That
Okay.
will remain to be seen.
All right. Let him know that we have a beetle pit.
I'll try to let him know that there's a beetle pit.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. If I get any papers
All right.
or terms or whatever, I will have my wife send them over to you.
All right, for sure. Ciao, bro.
All right. Enjoy your anniversary. Click.
Like you get a little click, and like it was a little like beat of silence as you like your wife forms in the teleportation circle, and teleport over to you is like a small like goblin man with like a little like briefcase, and he's got like his suit on, he's got like little glasses. He's like, "Hello, Grumbo, Grumbo Gorgs here."
Hi, I'm Angel. This is my wife. We just had paper served to us, and she, for sake of brevity, explains what's going on, and it's just like, look, we just want you to be as vicious as possible with them. Make sure the terms are airtight, and make sure that my wife and I are protected. That's all.
He like opens the papers on the ground, and he's like, "Oh, this is not ideal. Your your renovation services. They are currently technically illegal.
No, they're not. I'm certified.
Well, the certification process has been changed by some pretty aggressive lobbying.
Don't. Let me
You're
guess. The assholes?
legally I cannot call them that, but yes.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna.
And then you hear the voice
You've
in
met
your
my
mind.
father, right?
I have met your father. He is large and scary.
Don't let that intimidate you. He does that to the new folks. Don't worry about it. Especially if he sees potential in you. Anyways, we got served papers. If they say what I'm doing is illegal, they can take it up with my dad. And they can definitely take it up with the local branch of my union if they really want to deal with it.
Oh,
But
it's a little bit higher than our pay grade here. The law is now currently that if you're doing renovations of this scale, that needs to be documented for all to see. They've essentially found a legal loophole to make it so you have to have a crystal vision show to do these scale of home renovations. And then you hear the voice in your head again. I have a crystal vision show.
if you're gonna do a voice in the head thing, I'm gonna need you to be present or have an avatar in front of me and my wife.
Oh, you're quite
Now.
demanding. All right, jeez. All right, hold on. Let me get hold on, and you hear like a bunch of like rustling and like incantations. And you like,
I go to my lawyer and be like, "Do you want some coffee? My wife can get you some coffee."
I feel like you're talking to yourself a lot for a first meeting.
No, disembodied voice. This only happened like, oh god, when I got of age and then when I graduated college. It's a genasi thing. It's a heritage thing. Don't worry about it.
Alrighty. And then like appearing before you, kind of like fuzzy, almost like a Star Wars-esque hologram, is a very plain man in a very sharp suit. And he was like, can you see me here on your plane of existence?
You're on mute.
Hold on. Wait, hold. And he's leaning over and like you see him like pressing things, and then like a sombrero shows up on his head. He's like, no, come on. Hold on. Did I unmute? Can you hear me?
Better. All right, so
How do I get rid of the sombrero?
don't worry about it.
It's very distracting. The tassels are like everywhere.
Not my problem. So, my lawyer's here. Let's talk terms.
I just I'm putting together a little squad, and I see you're in need of a little help to get a bit of revenge. And I see you're also in need of a crystal vision show. That is something that I can provide.
I have no interest in being on the Crystal Vision. I have no interest in being on CV. I just want to be able to help folks that those brothers screwed over. They
Oh.
nearly ruined my marriage.
You hear like a voice from the background. He's like, "They can never break us, babe.
Love you, babe.
Love you,
Anyways,
too."
anyways, if you're gonna have a contract of any kind, you're gonna have to speak through the lawyer, and we're gonna be here a while if you're gonna talk terms, because I like to make sure that I'm protected, and I like to make sure that I read all the terms and the fine print, including the influencer fine print. Yeah, I've been doing my homework. Now,
Right.
and for the sake of brevity, let's just say they just spend the next few
They hash it out.
hours.
Yeah, I'll say roll me. What would this be? What would contract negotiations be in Dungeons and Dragons roles? Let's say roll me raw intelligence. Actually, no. Roll charisma, and I'm gonna
I
and
would
I'm
say
gonna
persuasion would
yeah,
be useful in this.
I'll say roll either persuasion or intimidation to help your lawyer, who is an upstart lawyer, navigate like contract terms.
Okay. 13
13. All
for
right, that's not
persuasion.
bad. All right, let's see. Oh, geez. All right, that's a 19. So with your help, And with a little bonus, like you're like kind of like throw onto that one. Your lawyer, like in the time that like this meeting takes place, your lawyer is able to like, even though he's like young and like inexperienced and keeps looking over at the beetle pit, kind of cautiously, he is able to navigate like the terms of like the contract. Like this, this otherworldly being is like looking like almost a little bit perturbed. And like it finishes out like, and of course, 10% royalties on any and all merchandise in perpetuity. My client retains the right to her image. And like this otherworldly being is just like, the other one's just like we just jumped right into it. I had one jump directly in my pool. Gosh. And the deal is struck, and the executive producer looks like okay, I guess, and that's where we'll kind of pull out from the scene. All right, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. And we pull out into the first time that all of you meet. You're all called together in essentially like an empty like what's the word I'm looking for? A glen, like a glade, in the dead of night. We've got another setup where like your otherworldly friend, the executive producer, is appearing to you guys this time in the prime material plane as like a fuzzy, like kind of like avatar. Uh, and all of you one by one kind of walk into the clearing and like meet each other for the first time. Say a thing to each other.
What are we doing here?
Laura's just kind of walking between people, and as they pass behind like one person and they pass out of like kind of direct vision, as they kind of come out from behind that person, they've taken on a different form and they're kind of cycling through the people there, and it's unsettling.
Maple's just looking around because she's essentially been promised to find her spoon, so she's looking for her spoon.
Angel is just coming up on her phone and being like, "Babe, I know. Yeah, look, I know the beetles have to have a specific diet, but is there any way that we could actually get like a different brand that's a little bit cheaper?" Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, all right. Just make sure they don't eat another. Look, if they're gonna have to deal with intruders, just put them in the lava pit like everybody else does. All right, I love you, babe. All right. Yeah. Send like a whole fruit basket to that lawyer guy. He was very sweet. I think he got traumatized, so let's just pay for that. Okay. All right. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay. Uh.
That lawyer did leave your house with like 1,000-yard stare. He like
Oh, so
he
you
he
got
finished
conned.
law school and he was like, my first assignment. Oh geez.
I would like to imagine at the law firm there is a photo of the chiffons, like wedding day kind of stuff, and then be like, "Thanks for helping us," and also like a picture, like a warning: this person knows contract law. Be on
Yeah,
your
like it's really
guard.
like the like I think you're in there. I think you're in their like employee handbook.
Yes,
Like
I'm a
that, like they
free.
do an orientation video and like some like you are mentioned by name.
I
And
volunteered.
yeah, and Lore, I'll say in this time the executive producer is the one who like contacted you first, and like you know, none of you are like super well like know the executive producer very well, but I'd say like Laura is probably like the closest with the executive producer, and so yeah, he looks to you and he says, Laura, would you be all right with me borrowing you for just a second? Oh,
Of
hey,
course.
Donut 100. Thanks, Anam.
Um,
Snap,
Uh,
snap it up in the chats.
of course. And as they say that, they just like morph into their like the person they're talking to, the producer, just like morph into their like self. They don't Laura that doesn't change the clothing though, because they don't want to like really freak them out.
All right, as you do like the change, the producer goes like, I Yeah, still try. I mean, I guess this is okay because it's not an exact. Try not to copy my visage. It will be harmful to you. That's a weird thing I've got going on here.
Right. Right.
We got a donation for a nat 20 for Jess. Hashtag the meatiest of eights. I've heard a meaty 8 has been going on,
Yes.
which I guess makes us all mediators.
Straight to jail.
I
don't believe in jail and straight to jail. I'm anti-carceral.
Sit in
Straight
the
to
corner and think about what you just did.
Put it on the counter. Put it on the pun counter. All right, so Laura, you're gonna pull aside for a bit. And I was like, so I may need your help with convincing the others. I know you seem to kind of be along for the ride, which is quite refreshing, honestly. But the others have their own more personal vendettas. So I would ask
Yeah.
you to be in my corner during these negotiations.
Of course. They can't see it yet. They'll see it. They'll understand. I think when
That's
they see the tapestry, they'll know.
See, you're looking big picture. Everyone else is looking at the threads while you see the fabric. And he does like a little pat on the top of your head.
Laura grows
Uh,
like just a little bit taller, just a little bit.
That's actually adorable. I didn't expect that to be adorable. It's actually adorable. So like all of you, like Laura and like the executive producer kind of like return into like the clearing after taking a little aside, and the executive producer like address you all. Goes, hello, everyone. Now you all have different reasons for wanting to get back at these Dungeon Brothers characters. Some of you have lost entire families. Some of you are, you know, attempts on your livelihood and botches to renovations done to your properties in the past. Some of you are missing items of value, and some of you have had your life almost extinguished by their carelessness. But I wonder if we truly understand what it would need to be in order to bring them low.
We're over.
We're over?
We're over.
Yeah, we did it! Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do too much of that song. I don't know if it's copywritten.
All I do is win here.
Yeah. DJ Khaled. That is amazing. Thank you everyone for
I'm like actually
donating.
like a little misty right now.
That's
It's
so cool.
amazing.
Fill that bar. Fill that
Fill
bar.
that bar. Fill that bar.
Oh, it's awesome. Here's like
So good. Absolutely. Big hearts. Big hearts, everybody. Big hearts, everybody.
Yes.
That's so good.
Yeet.
All right, guys, we got to keep that donation train going. We got to keep the meaty eights flowing. We're the mediators now. I'm calling it. That's our thing. My wife's in the background laughing at me. Mediators.
That's so wrong.
But it's so right. But oh geez, I lost my place entirely. That's the eighth pun. Yes, I am amazing. So as I keep wanting to call him the mediator now, and I don't want that to be his name. I want his name to be the executive producer. But the executive producer like says to you all, the Dungeon Brothers are powerful in a variety of ways, and killing them is simple. But another will always take their place. The power vacuum is too, vacuous, too alluring. Someone needs to unseat them. There needs to be a better show, a more popular show. One produced by me and led by you. Now, we could accomplish this with good old-fashioned elbow grease, a better concept, shaking hands, kissing babies, all that good stuff there. Or we could absolutely mess with their whole day in life in a way that ruins their show. and allows that power vacuum to shift in your favor. How do we feel about option B? Because I feel like it's fantastic.
I'm still pretty partial to murder.
Uh,
Oh, I personally would like to get my spoon back and ruin their life. So I'm all for this.
I'm
I mean, they
partial
did
to murder too.
I mean, I'm partial with murder as well. I'm okay with that.
We can also murder them. We just also have to destroy their reputation and livelihood. Because where's the fun in just smoosh your dead?
Are you?
I mean,
That's
our dry queen friend. You've seen one of them die, haven't you? Oh, spoiler alert to all of you. One of them has already died. That whole Pym thing, they made that up. They just kind of just kept it rolling. It's not about
Yes.
whether they die. It's about whether they're forgotten. Don't you see?
Angel just
We have to
texted
make them
her wife,
irrelevant.
"You owe me $20. I was right."
from
She texts you back frick and then like the XD emoji.
from behind Angel, a like disembodied voice says, "Death is so very final, though. Aren't you interested in something a little more long lasting?" And
Oh,
it
if you mean
sounds like
punitive
Laura's
damages
voice.
for a lawsuit, yes.
So this
They
is
did
like a
break.
disembodied, no one's behind you.
Oh, okay.
Like Laura is in front of you, you can see Laura. Laura is not talking, and there is a voice coming from behind you.
I don't know why in my mind Laura was like you looked behind you expecting to see Laura and like Laura wasn't there. You looked in front of you like Laura was doing like a Fortnite dance. I know that's not what's happening, but I know in my mind.
It's like, oh shit, I should have brought the talisman again. Okay. All right. Look, producer guy, they violated their restraining order that we put in on them.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm a
No,
otherworldly being.
no. But if you want to destroy their reputation, them not respecting a proper restraining order and legal procedures would be a good way to start.
Oh, you poor sweet summer child.
Hey,
They're celebrities.
you do realize that I also have a lot of dirt on them?
From like Laura, you notice them, they're kind of like making gestures at the air in front of them and kind of going like it looks like they're trying to get someone to stop doing something, and you hear like a bit of like rustling, and they just like turn back and go, "Oh, so apologies, that's nobody. I think nobody's messing about with something else over in the bush." Does anyone else have like a familiar?
I mean, I had a cousin who had one.
Maple immediately whistles and a raven kind of flocks down onto her shoulder, and it's like kind of the size of her head. It's really heavy. She's really struggling in this moment.
And the raven is like absolute like the raven absolutely does not care that the raven is heavy. Like the raven is giving big cat energy where it's like, oh, I'm sorry, am I like oh, did I step on your stomach and your stomach is full? Oh, poor you. So
Well,
raven is like looks. No, I will say I have a habit of deciding this, like accidentally deciding this for people, so I'm going to ask, does the raven talk?
Yes, and we get into fights a lot.
Excellent. Okay, I ask because I've had mistakes in the past where I just be like, oh hell yeah, and I'll start like making the animal talk. Like, no, it's not supposed to talk. So I ask now. I learned to ask. So the raven like lands and it's just like, hey, what's up?
Nothing.
We
Absolutely
doing
nothing.
what we doing like a familiar meet and greet over here?
I just kind of wanted you here.
Laura's shoulder
That's
like
very sweet.
Laura's shoulder just kind of drops a bit, and then you see this massive quasit bat just appear at once. And Laura like reaches
Hello.
up, strokes nobody, and then again, no lips movement, nothing, but Laura's voice just comes out of the closet and just says, "This is nobody."
I love nobody. This is just Raven. I know it's a raven, and I've named it a raven.
That's so Raven.
Oh, that is so Raven.
I feel like I should have my own spin-off series where I'm a psychic.
Mm. Yeah, and then I could call it maybe Raven's Home. No, I don't. I think that's a Raven.
Maybe Raven in the House.
Mm.
Someone
I-
should pitch that.
Yeah, someone should pitch that.
The executive producer is like, somebody write that down. Somebody write that down. But bring us back to the original matter at hand. Destroying the reputation is one part dirt and another part destroying their ability to, well, perform their livelihood, to flip their houses. I have a few key points in mind for you all to coordinate on. I believe that each of you have very particular skills that might make you successful in this matter. But I need final agreement. Do you all agree to work together as a team?
Long as the ends justify what I want, I can work with others.
You will get all that you wish for and all that you did not think to wish for.
I'm here for a spoon, but okay.
I feel like that is quite a bit more doable than a few of my goals, so I feel very confident in promising that.
Okay.
I'm sure
You
that
didn't
won't come back
mention-
to bite me in any way.
I mean, you're gonna have to send updated terms and conditions of the contract to my lawyers. You didn't mention working together with anybody.
I
Contract?
did not.
Of course
Wait,
I did, honey.
were we supposed to have a? Did any of you?
No,
have...
no.
and-
No,
and-
no,
yeah,
contracts
is
aren't
there- is there a
necessary.
Contract.
Everyone's
Oh, yeah.
everyone's agreements are equal and fine. Everyone's agreements
No,
are
they're
equal
not with
and
the-
they are fine.
Not with the 10% royalty that I get.
Yeah. You didn't just say yes.
No, of course not. I read the contracts. I have lawyers present. I don't sign anything
Wait.
without a lawyer present.
Wait, isn't this just for? Wait, what are we doing? How long is this supposed to be?
Uh,
Wait,
everyone roll a charisma save.
wait.
Everyone roll a DC 20 charisma save.
Shit. Okay.
That'd be a 24.
Flip,
I got a
flam, flippity
16.
flu. Nope.
Charisma save. I rolled a 6.
I got a 7. You and I are friends.
All right, so the executive
Lawrence.
producer,
Hey, Laura has
like
a very
Aku-
good
the executive producer, Aku style, tore open a portal, but not in time, but in space. You're like, all right, that's enough of that. Everyone get in the portal, and just like shuns you into the portal, except for Lore, who is his favorite. He just kind of holds the door of the portal open and then like gestures like for Lore to walk through.
Laura gives a curtsy that looks very strange in their current form. Which
Again,
is
please
This
be
person.
yeah, please stop trying to take my form. It worries me that you will like destroy your mind by doing so.
Slight nosebleed. Just slight nosebleed.
Yeah, it's like you're like I see it's not good for you. You can do you can be anyone else.
Lord Russell.
It's like when a kid like has a jacket they like, but like it's not jacket time. And it's like you can take the jacket off. They're like, no, I like it like this. And they're sweating.
Me with these gloves right now.
You guys all go through a portal, and you're all at a very a very tasteful home. Now, this home is incredibly like unassuming. Like it's just like a little like a little cottage, and that's all you really see at first glance. But anyone who wants to kind of look and delve deeper can roll me a nice little perception check.
I want to, and because of the fact that Angel does have experience in contracting and is able to see whether or not things are up to code. I also have a feat for some observations. If I remember where the hell I put it.
Did you get the was it observation I have a few.
Observant feat.
Yeah, that's what.
That
Yeah.
I'll say like based on the observant feat and also like the what you call it, your character's past experience. I'd say like you unless like the rules written is different, I'd say you can have advantage on this roll.
thank you.
So depending on what you want me to do here, but Lore, rather than actively like look themselves, is going to just speak with nobody and tell them to drop back into invisibility and take to whatever. How tall are the ceilings in here?
You're not in the house, you're like outside of
Oh,
the
we're
house,
outside.
but
Okay.
like yeah,
I'm
you see like a little cottage.
gonna ask nobody to turn invisible and just do a lap around the house and give me an aerial view.
Gotcha.
Like,
I'll
here to tell me
consider
if you're
that.
gonna let me do-
Yeah, so that's I'll say we'll call that the help action. You'll also get like advantage for yourself. So that yeah, I guess technically anyone with a familiar can like use the familiar to help out and get the help action as well.
I have that because of investment in the chain master. Like it's a feat.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
I rolled a 22 total.
22. That'll get you the big info. What's everybody else got?
Was this investigation or perception?
This was perception. This is just like general I guess like cursory like look around like, this house, what's going on like this house?
With
Hawk
advantage 15.
With
doesn't
advantage
see
15. It's
anything.
not bad. Oh, what pocket?
I rolled another nat 1 with a +0.
You roll in that one, and like you're distracted because you realize that like, wait, what happened to Locke? Did I just leave Locke there? Where is he? And like that's what you're thinking. Like, where is that guy? And what Lily, what'd you get?
I got a 25.
All right, so maybe we got 25. All right, we got some pretty like meaty rolls. So, Pac isn't really like catching on, but I'd say the remainder of the party gets like some like degree of like the information. Like Lore, you get the feels like this cottage does not seem quite right. Like it seems like weirdly sort of empty-ish. Like there is furniture in it, but it seems like the furniture is very like bare bones and sparse. Like it's suspicious. That's what you get with a 15. But our other two friends, Maple and Angel, you guys see like right through this one. It's like, oh, this is like one of those like trap door into like a Emperor's New Groove water slide that goes to like the actual structure. Like this is not the actual like place that you're trying to get to.
Is it up to code?
You know what? Let's see. Yo, it is so up to code. It's scary.
All right. All right.
This place 1,000% up to code.
All
Which
right,
I'd say with
first.
your past experience, like lets you know, like the Dungeon Brothers have not gotten to this place yet.
All right, cool. Nice pace of change. Nice change of pace.
Yeah, nice change of pace. And I'd say like you guys look around, you notice that like this is clearly like one of those like, oh, this is like a front for something, but it's like you don't know what the trigger is to like get to like the true structure. So from here, I'd say anyone who wants to can roll me a little investigatione check to try to find a way deeper.
Okay. Could I argue that this is potentially magical in nature? Probably funnier if you say no, but
Not quite magic, I would say it is. It's not quite magic, what you're looking for.
yeah. Investigation it is.
Investigazione.
You know what? I'm gonna roll this in my
Put on your
D10.
Nancy Drew hat. Nancy Drew famously wears a hat all the time. That's her whole thing. Don't look it up.
That is a 13.
13? That's not bad. It's not
Issue
bad.
is, I grew up reading Nancy Drew, so I don't need to look it up. I know you're lying.
I got like the cursed old clock on my bookshelf right now. No hat to be seen.
Discord and the Nancy Drew drama heating up right now.
And so I say
Oh,
with a 13, like Laura's able to kind of like Laura, you can kind of narrow down like there's like a library in there where it's like it's weird that there's like this house is kind of like sparsely decorated and yet there's like an actual like library room with like full bookcases. But that's as far as you get with like the 13. Does anyone else want to roll a little investigation?
I got a 10.
You got a 10?
I got a 10.
Yeah, 10. You go straight for the silverware drawer and like do not find your spoon.
It's a mess. I am not a organized finder, or like it's just I've overturned everything.
You've pulled all the drawers out and you're just like, no, another drawer out, no, not even not finding your spoon. No spoons in this house for some reason. This is a fork and knife household.
Someone understands the value of spoons and they've taken everything. That's the conclusion that she's reached.
Yeah, it's like there's a spoon thief on the loose and this place has been robbed of its spoons.
While I'm at it, I think I take all of the other utensils and start stuffing them in my bag.
Excellent. Oh, we got ourselves a $10 dono for some inspiration for Queenie. So you've gotten a point of inspiration now. So at some point you can use your inspiration to give yourself advantage on a roll. That's pretty nifty, I'd say.
Yeah, since I have a 0 in wisdom and a -1 in intelligence.
Ooh, that's rough going. All right, anyone else rolling like investigation in this area? Roll it with that dollar ring.
I'll go ahead and roll with advantage. See what I get with inspiration.
You said investigation?
I got a 14.
A 14? Ooh.
Yeah.
14's pretty good. 14 kind of gets you like right around where Laura was at with like the library room.
Do I see any of the dwarves?
Not
So-
quite.
Laura has a background as a sage, and has an extensive experience with libraries. Can I look closely at, I guess, can I see the books in the library?
Yeah, you see all the books.
Can I
Like I said, like
closely look at them?
yeah, let's take a look at like the books in particular a little bit closely and give me like a secondary check for that. It's like what's that? We'll call that another investigation, but with a lower DC.
Sorry?
So we call it another investigation, but with just like a lower DC. We're still investigating. Our Nancy Drew hats are still on, as she famously wears a big old hat. A 10?
Yeah.
I'd say with you knowing where you're looking at, a 10 does like kind of barely do it. Well, like I'll say the way a 10 plays out is that you're just like, nope, 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 and you're just pulling like every book off of the shelf, and everyone's like looking around like everywhere, and you're just like, I'm committed to this book thing, and you eventually get to a book that you pull out, and then like the bookcase opens, and it's a door, and there's like a secret like little like staircase that leads to like an obvious like lower level.
So just surrounded by discarded books, because I'm imagining I got to like the third to last book and that was the one, and just like turn around and just see and like gesture vaguely.
And like the book has like a little like cheeky like what is it, like hidden stories, like is the title of like the book, like a little like a ooh the title of the book is like a little hint, he.
Yes, just also like brightly colored for some reason. Still the like almost the last
it's like one of those Scooby-Doo books, or like one of those Scooby-Doo like backgrounds where like the thing that they're going to interact with is like clearly like animated differently than the rest of it.
Real talk, was I the only one who was always trying to pick that out in cartoons?
Nah, also me.
No.
Okay. Good stuff.
ADHD brain. Got that brain spice. So yeah, you guys find like a mysterious staircase that leads to a lower level within this household. And as you guys like descend the staircase, you are met with a pair of trolls, just kind of like out there, kind of hanging about, like doing their deal there, and they look to you, and they go, like, "But what are you two doing here? Or what? There's not two of you. There's one, two, three, four. Four. What are you four doing here? What's going on? Get out of here!"
How you doing?
Where's the Dungeon Brothers?
We don't know them.
Do I
Yeah,
believe them?
We don't know them at all. Roll the
Insight.
lowest DC insight check of your life. Roll a DC 2 insight check.
We're using big chungus on this one.
Hey, I have
That I roll a 21. Cool.
I rolled a 10.
I rolled an 11.
2 11s. All right, everyone gets it. Everyone gets it. Laura, you see in their soul.
Yeah.
Wait.
Like Laura knows that they forgot to eat lunch, but they obviously like they 100% know the Dungeon Brothers.
So while maintaining direct eye contact with whoever I perceive to be like the one in charge of these two, like the slightly more senior one, without moving my mouth, I speak directly into their brain and say, "We have an appointment. You're going to make us late. We're going to be going through now."
And they go like, we're not really supposed to be letting anyone through. And it seems to be like a male and like a female troll, and like the female troll kind of speaks a little bit more. She was like, well, hey, hold on, let's everyone calm down. I'm Joe Costa. This is Pip. We're the Gange trolls. We're the kind of back of house team. For the Dungeon Brothers. We kind of like we help out with their stuff. I see like I see we're fans of the program, but we can't kind of be barging into their bases and such and sneaking all this stuff here.
Are you locations? Is that
What?
like, in production?
No.
Your locations? Is that your
Nope.
job?
Nope. Nope. I didn't say that. We do. The Dungeon Brothers they do all their stuff all themselves, and we are just like helpers. And that's all we do.
While they're
Regular
talking,
stuff.
Angel's gonna sneak back past them.
Yeah.
And they have the shadow touched feet, so they're invisible.
I guess rolls like stealth with advantage. That's got to be advantage.
Okay. And I've started to minimize my presence, and I've kind of just dipped into the shadow, and I want to use my mage hand to start ruffling through their pockets to look for things, specifically my thing, and also keys.
That will. I'm gonna. That's got to be sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
And
Sleight of mage hand.
While this is going on, I'm going to like Laura is going to be just kind of like ignoring what they're saying, like, oh, we just help, and just begin discussing the changes in crystal production labor and how unions are coming into play in a real way, and how like organized like labor action could lead to much better benefits for folks such as themselves, and just generally like aggressive salting.
Oh, you say union, they break into a cold sweat, and they keep like their eyes keep darting off to the side, like, I'm very happy and fine. I am happy and fine. I am happy and I'm happy and fine. Their eyes keep darting off to the side, to what you could assume would be like a crystal camera type situation. We got a 22 stealth. Did you get a 22 stealth?
My stealth is a +8.
You fool it, like they're so engaged with lore, and you're so incredibly invisible that actually like they were so like unsure about the count of people that were in there. Then they're actually they look around like, oh, we counted wrong again. It was only just 3 of you. Our bad. they fully don't think that there's a fourth person in play right now.
Bear in mind, Angel also has her tool belt, her phone, and like a few other tools on like some belt loops. Like I said, let's peak DIY queer in full effect.
Just a belt of carabiners.
Oh, of course.
Yep,
Yeah.
all the clips, everything ready at a moment's notice.
Multi-tool pocket knife type thing.
Yeah, and what's the sleight of hand we've got from Lily over there?
I got a 26.
26. My God. All right.
I gotta put my glasses back on. I can't see. Laura has great eyesight. I don't.
All right. So Maple and excuse me, and Angel. So both of you kind of respectively. Maple, you find rifling through their pockets like a lot of like little like notes and correspondences that like they send to the Dungeon Brothers, about like how to like keep up with like their stage appearances and stuff like that, and like reminders about like pretty like basic terminology that like seems like a little like suspicious to you. Like you see like little like notes that they have like had to like send them about like the definition of like postmodern and the definition of like full like drawings of like how to put together like a contemporary like farmhouse type style like stuff that looks like the design when they're designing things is not being done by the Dungeon Brothers. And then we get to Angel, who you sneak fully past them and get to like their drawing tables where like they're putting things together. And you see like records and such of like the actual like labor that goes into the renovation of the properties and such, the costs of which that go in, and you see essentially hard proof that the Dungeon Brothers don't actually like do any of the actual like renovation work. They aren't even like in charge of like contracting or contacting the people to do the renovation work. You also see that they often like will override the decisions of like more experienced people in favor of profit. And you see records of like your own property in which like that volcano lair that you guys live in almost got blown up because of the lava pump that was meant to be installed. You see the hard proof that they actively chose a cheaper like off-brand off-market lava pump that wasn't meant to fit with your setup, that almost caused that explosion and almost caused like the loss of your home.
Angel is very quietly taking photos of everything and sending it to her lawyers, the very vicious ones. And it's just time stamped, dated, and everything. She is on top of her shit and she's doing everything in triplicate.
Excellent. You send it to like your lawyers. You get like a text back. It just says like, "Oh yeah, free money time. I mean, also justice."
And I text back, "Look, I get it. I'll have my wife send over some cupcakes."
100%. And so like that. Oh, sorry.
While that is occurring, Laura directs nobody to, if they can see it, which I wouldn't understand if this is requiring more steps, but if they can see the crystal camera that's watching the was it ogres? The trolls.
Trolls.
Trolls. That is watching the trolls, if nobody can attack and destroy that camera.
Yeah, let's have
I can direct that action as an attack as part of investment of the Chainmaster.
I'll say since you're using like your packed feet, and it's just like an object that's not known for being incredibly like durable in and of itself. I'll say like you can just freebie do that. You send nobody on over. Nobody just like runs over to it and is like, finally something straightforward, and just like drop kicks the camera and like it explodes.
Amazing. And then I look to the trolls and I say, you can speak freely if you'd like. And I say this with my mouth instead of into their heads. And then I transform into a troll as well, but not one of them. A troll that I have previously met. Yes. This is my true form.
This is your true form?
That's what I'm telling them.
They're like, wow, this is your true form? Well, roll, I guess roll deception. Let's roll a little deception on that one.
I'm so glad you asked. So I rolled a 7 and I got 15.
Yep, you are a troll. Both of your parents were trolls. You participated in the troll games every year since you were a troll child. They go like, heck yeah. Now the troll, they do like a chest bump, which is how trolls greet each other, I think, now, because I said it. And you're like, yo, man, this place is like whack though. Like we don't get like bathroom breaks. We're doing all of the actual work. They're over there on camera. They make like 30 times what we make. It's insane. The income inequality is absolutely wild. We like it's a bad time, and then we have to like keep everything that we do a secret so the Dungeon Brothers just like look better. Like it's absolutely unhinged. We hate it, my man. We absolutely hate it.
You know, I do know someone who's very good with contract law, and NDAs famously as thin as tissue paper. So I'm sure they would be able to help you with that. But I think that it is likely in your best interest to let us move through, but also just when you hear the call of labor, join the fight.
I'll say roll me persuasion with advantage because you've like set yourself up really nice on this one.
First one's 22. Second one's 16.
Well, let's go with the 22. You say that to them, and like you see a spark like in their eyes as you've lit a fire underneath them. Like you said something that touched their hearts. You like they've been kind of like welching about things for like a while, but you kind of put something to words that there's like, yeah. Actually, why do we just like let them get away with this? And you like yeah, you feel like you've lit the fires of a
making like
revolution.
sympathetic noises.
Like they kind of like they move away from you like a little bit to kind of like like talk amongst themselves, but you hear them like talking very like heatedly, and then like you hear like the words like union rep kind of like mentioned a couple times, and like you hear the words like sit in and strike a couple times as well, as like some ideas are kind of flying like back and forth, and you think you might have gotten the ball rolling on something that may or may not pay off later.
Brilliant.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what might happen?
Right. Well, we'll be on our way then, I think. Unless there's anything else. Puck?
No, I'm good. As long as they let us through so I can get at my destination.
I'd say
I think Maple at this point, she's kind of hidden in the shadows, just kind of on the side, and she realizes that they aren't the people. They probably aren't the people who took her spoons, and she kind of feels bad about taking their utensils. So she starts just unloading everything she took back into a little corner, but like just a random corner. So maybe like next to the bookshelf or something.
Roll stealth with disadvantage. Roll stealth with disadvantage because that's the loudest thing I can think of in a quiet room.
No, okay, but if I send Raven, because and it's just gonna start making like whispering now noises, like a mimicry, it's ability of a raven, to just distract, or like if I use my minor illusion and I just make a chair in front of me and I just start crouching and start unloading things.
I will let you use that to cancel out the disadvantage and roll it straight, but that's as much as I can give. As generous as I can be with you, just like taking handfuls of silverware out of your pockets and trying to do that unnoticed. Again, the loudest thing I could think of in a quiet room. All right, what'd you get?
I got a 14.
You got a 14, so like you're reaching in your pockets, you're trying to time it perfectly, you're using like a minor illusion. Your Raven familiar is over in the background. And the Raven tries to go like in time with you putting the silverware away. And what it sounds like is clink, 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 clank, clink, 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 clinkety clank, clank, clink, 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 clank, 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 as they look over directly at you and is like, is that all of our
I
forks and
cast sleep on
knives?
them and then I scatter.
I'm not rolling. They fall asleep. They fall asleep, and you guys book it.
Just no sex.
Just for like brevity, in this as we're running, I'm checking in with both Angel and Maple to like ensure we're all up to date with what's being found, because I am aware that they both disappeared while I was talking to those two.
Oh boy, I got that wild. All right, I think with that, like, I think that's truly get out of dodge energy, where it's just like, have you been stealing? And then, I imagine Fairy does just like poof, like sleep powder, asleep, and then they drop.
I throw glitter at them. I have like a handful of glitter. I throw at them and then I immediately fly out the window.
It's sleep pocket sand, and all of you run out of the house, but you all have like very valuable information, kind of like the first prong of your attack. And you guys all kind of like you'll meet back up to like reconvene with the executive producer. And he gets like he'll report back from like your guys' mission. And he goes like, unorthodox there at the end with the silverware and the sleep spell, but overall I think you guys did very good. Not only did you get information that could undo the reputation, but you sowed the seeds of rebellion within their own ranks. We're well on our way, but we're not quite through yet. Again, we want this to be complete, don't we? We want them broken beyond repair. Yes?
What's in it for you?
What's in it for me? Well,
Why?
I'm just here to help.
No. Why are you doing all of this? I've been around from the block, and I know it's not out of the goodness of one's own heart.
Roll persuasion. Persuade him.
Yeah, that was not good. That is a 4.
That is a 4.
Yep, they're going in their timeout.
He goes like, well, maybe some people are different. Mayhaps I just see the bad that's going on with these awful, awful dungeon brothers, and I think, well, that just can't go unpunished. Is it not possible that I'm simply a good Samaritan with a limited ability to interact with your plane, so I must act through good-natured individuals like yourselves?
You were barely able to get a sombrero off of our conference call.
Exactly, and that's why I need your help. You're so capable. I
Well,
mean, why are you helping everyone with the home renovations? What do you gain?
Okay, I can tell when someone's... Okay, I might have not spent a lot of time thinking over what you said. I mostly just said yes immediately. But if you don't start telling the truth, I think I'm gonna start demanding a contract. I turn to
Whoa, hold on. Let's all hold on to the
I
contracts.
just see what
Does everyone chill with the contracts?
Yeah. I think I might want a contract.
Well, as everyone hold on with the contracts, as everyone chill about the contracts. The contracts are not necessary.
I think I want a contract.
No. You don't. We don't
No,
need
I
Let me
did
get my
that in
that.
the
lawyer. I
contract.
can get my lawyer on the line. You really want to do this?
We
Yeah.
have like another like 45-minute like drag out argument where the lawyers come in and like Maple also gets a contract.
Airtight.
You know, roll roll raw charisma as to like how good your contract is.
Oh, okay.
Raw charisma. It's raw charisma.
Oh,
Wait, okay. One
Because
sec.
these aren't your lawyers, these are like someone else's lawyers, so you don't have like as much of like a pull.
It's a 9. It's not a great contract.
Tonight. It's not a great contract, but you are like what you did manage to get is like you are guaranteed like he has to get your spoon back as part of your contract. The
Mhm.
executive producer does have to help you get your spoon back.
If,
You didn't get any royalties or like rights to your image or anything, but he does
Yeah,
have to
okay.
help you get your spoon back.
Okay. And can I have in the contract that if he does not get my spoon back within like if he does not get my spoon back, I have a right to try and vow revenge against him.
With a 9, I say like
Yeah.
I think you tried to get that in there, and like they talked you down to like, look, what if he just pinky promises he'll get you the spoon?
Okay. But I don't
He holds
Yes.
out his pinky like,
This is where Angel's gonna come in and help and just say, you're not taking advantage of someone else.
wait, somebody's taking advantage of somebody, and I hold
No,
out my
everything's
halberd
fine.
toward him.
No. Everyone's fine. You're fine.
At
Everyone
this
is getting
point,
equal deals.
Lore kind of just starts talking to nobody and like nobody who is invisible, so it just looks like Lore is talking to themselves. But saying they're thinking very small. And I think that's like she doesn't understand, they don't understand why they're seeing things so small when they themselves all come from or have attachments to like extra planar or like bigger world events, and contracts, while helpful, can be very, very narrow in the planes.
I turn to Lore. But I'm happy with being small. My joy is with my spoons and my things.
Yes. That's
And
why
I
we're
wanna
going to
make
get
sure
your
no-
spoons back.
Yeah.
But there's a force in this plane right now that has impacted you and me, all of us, badly. And it's not just impacting us, it's impacting the trolls we walked by, it's impacting the people that Angel wants to do renovations with. It's impacting all of us. Capitalism, I believe it's called. And it's really, really dangerous. And sometimes strange allies are needed to deal with the greater evil.
But can't I
Sometimes
worry?
we can spend too much time fighting with ourselves to get anything done. She said directly
There's a
into
difference
camera
between
as herself.
fighting between. There's a difference between. There's a difference between. And Angel will interject and say, "There's a difference between fighting and advocating for oneself. And in this case, our friend here, who wants a spoon, is advocating for themselves. And there is nothing wrong with advocacy for oneself, and also to make sure that they are protected from predatory people."
But without the
And
contract,
entities.
Maple, what were you promised other than your spoon? And what were you asked to do other than destroy the Dungeon Brothers?
He really just walked into my home and said a lot of things.
Oh,
And
whoa,
then-
hold on. I did not walk into your home. You technically came into my home via a little convenient subspace highway through your mind,
Really?
which is good and normal and fine.
I don't remember leaving my home. So did you kidnap me?
No, kidnapping would involve moving your body. I moved your brain.
Did you
Different.
spiritually kidnap me?
That is not a term that I can be legally prosecuted for, so no.
I mean,
I feel
my
like
attorneys can argue.
you've I feel like
He pulls up like a contract. He's like, all right, fine. Look, you promised your spoon, and if I don't get the spoon, you get to take a vengeance oath against me, and you can also have my sombrero.
And
And 10% royalties and rights to your image in perpetuity. Blah, blah, blah.
in writing, no less.
He like flicks his wrist and then like a little quill shows up like on top of like the contract and like writes it and like adds it in like very like sloppy handwriting, just like here.
Angel will take a second to go over it with Maple and be like, okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm just Angel has the red pen and just crosses out things
ooh,
and like, yep, okay, yeah, you're good. And I can get this notarized with my attorneys if you want. I will take care of that.
I've never had a contract before.
Always read the fine print.
I can't read.
Oh boy.
What I'm trying to say. Those of the Fae, we're in a different space. That's really what I'm trying to get across here. The Fae are we're in a different like vibe.
Different,
Yeah, they work
yeah,
on
different
contracts.
zone.
They work on contracts. Very similar to what I deal with.
famously verbal ones as well. Which
Verbal, written, somatic. My dear, it is not the first time. Nor will it be the last. I'm married to one. And she shows Maple the photo, the wedding photo. Super cute.
Ooh.
It's a very cute wedding. It's a very cute wedding. It's like there's like a little bit of mix of like traditional and like new age elements for like the wedding. Like you guys like you pull together like a very nice wedding. Like I'll let you be like the judge of like did you wear like a dress, a suit? Like what'd you wear during your wedding?
Angel wore like a nice pair of chinos and like a waistcoat. Her wife wore like the traditional poofy dress, and there's a photo of both of them, like Angel bench pressing her wife, and there's another photo of them like at their first dance.
It's very cute. Okay, we move from that to like the now very flustered executive producer who goes, okay, anyone else need a contract or addendum before we go about a mission of vengeance against the Dungeon Brothers? No? Wondrous. Now, you have managed to get information that will destroy their reputation. However, I have seen this before. Their fan base is ravenous and will defend them to the ends of the earth. The things that will make them angry with them are not rational. So we must get irrational. Something from the show that has never been changed. We must force it to change. And with this next little bit of the mission, I'm actually gonna give like a straight up like shout out to our friend playing lore, and that this is actually like a direct like kind of like almost one to one from one of her little suggestions about shenanigans, and that we're gonna take a tavern as a favorite of theirs and do a little shenanigan there. But back to character voice. Every episode of their show, they end in a particular dwarven tavern. It has become a staple of the show. The fans frequent it. They take pictures, they do their selfies, they have a great time. And it has famously never changed. In fact, the Dungeon Brothers have put a great deal of time and money into making sure that that location stays exactly as it is. What if we were to do something about that without the support of their fans? the scandal that we let loose could truly destroy their reputation. Everyone on board?
So, like, burn a tavern down?
Well, no, they'll build a new tavern. We have to make it something else.
How about report them to the local authorities regarding them being not up to code, and the fact that they are using laborers illegally?
That would be helpful, but they're rich. And when rich people go to jail, they go to fun rich people jail. We want them to go to sad jail. So first they need to be ruined, no money. No money, then they go to regular jail.
Also, if it's something that can be dealt with a fine, it's not so much a crime as a suggestion with a fee attached to it.
Very true.
Holds up a photo of tax forms, and it shows that, yeah, they've been dodging and not paying.
Wait, did they own this bar, or is this bar one that they frequent?
It's one that they frequent. They don't directly own the bar.
Ah, right, okay. So Lore, before stepping inside, morphs into one of their identities that is more firm and has like attachments out like on this plane, and who is also quite wealthy. And they turn to Angel and they say, "Go with this," and lead inside to the bar and ask to speak with the manager.
Yeah, I'll say like the interim. Yeah.
Whoever.
So in the interim of this conversation, like the reveal of like this tavern, like you guys gotta mess with it. We get another situation where like a portal is opened, and this time through, there's no there's no that's a charisma save. Yeah, so there's no save associated with this one. This is you all get the lore treatment of like, okay, here, I'm opening the door. Please walk through the door.
So at this point, Lore starts looking around and like doing that thing that like wealthy restaurateurs do, where they start like gesturing, pointing, using a lot of buzzwords around like molding. Oh yeah, we got to get rid of all this shiplap or whatever that is, and just
Yeah, we can do that. I can do that.
Yeah, generally just making plans without actually acknowledging the person that they are coming to speak to. Again, the way that wealthy people will do.
Yeah. And then what seems pretty clear to you to be the tavern owner walks up to you. A young half-elven man like comes up and goes like, "Oh, hello, how can I help you all? Seem to be looking around my place of business with particular interest. Please allow me to introduce myself." And as he he kind of like walks around. He passes like behind a steel support beam, and now like looks to be like an orcish man. He says, "My name's Ephemeral. Ephemeral Fugazi. Pleased to make your acquaintance." And that is where we'll put a little break for a bio break.
Bio break.
I had to get one in.
Bio break. I did. Right.
There we go.
All right.
Dancing on the screen. Let's turn on their
audio.
I have to allow them to unmute because, allow participants to unmute themselves, and then now they can just unmute.
Hey, unmuted.
There you
Unmuted. Alrighty. GM Drew, take it away.
Yeah, so anyway, everybody, that's the meaning to life. I hope we all got it down.
Yes,
I'm not going to be repeating
I
it.
totally disagree.
33.
No, we all got together. We solved it over the break, and we don't need to
42.
repeat any of it. It's all good. Yep, 42.
42
Yep,
hash
figured it out
browns,
mathematically.
Oreo cookies. I think we're missing something.
Poutine.
There you go.
I've never had poutine, and I want it so badly.
What?
What is
I'm in America.
Dude,
What is
They got
poutine?
fries and gravy in America. I've been there.
Poutine.
Wait a
just
minute,
like
poutine is
I have
just
not
fries and
found it.
gravy?
Well, and also cheese curds, and that actually might
Yes.
be where it's falling apart. But again, there are
No,
cows there. You
no.
have the ability.
Okay, we
Look,
have
it's
cheese
a
curds
lot
in
of
America
effort.
too. And
It's a lot of
you said
effort,
hash
and I haven't put
browns
it
is
together.
live, and I said covered in gravy and cheese. If hash browns covered in gravy and cheese is about the same thing.
There are people in Quebec who would start a war over that statement alone. Like, I'm not one of them. I'm from the West Coast. I'm not that deeply invested.
What if hypothetically I looked right down the barrel and said poutine is mid? How would that go?
In like the middle of downtown
Okay,
Montreal.
raise your glass
Nothing
for the
good.
funeral of Drew. Moment of silence.
Start yelling.
Good thing I didn't do that. Anyway, you guys appear in front of the tavern. You meet the oh. Andrea's done it to make an NPC
Oh,
come
man.
into the scene. Blue Blairy. All right. So you guys meet Ephemeral Fugazi, who you can surmise is also a changeling. And he has a really cool like opening, like, oh shoot, another changeling, Ephemeral Fugazi, who is this guy? But he is overshadowed by an even cooler guy who pushes him over and is like, hey, I'm also the co-owner, the name's Blue Blairy. I'm also from the Feywild. He's like, please, why do you do this every time? I was being so smooth. He's like, being smooth too, bud. Okay? Like, you think just because you can change your form that you're fancier than me? So hey, like, it's good to meet you. And he's shaking all your hands. His hands are like visibly wet. And this is Blue Blairy. He is he's an Eladrin of like the water. Long Islander me is both laughing and crying. He's like, hey, what's going on? He was welcome to our tavern. Welcome to the traditional dwarven tavern run by us. We are not dwarves. What's going on?
So at this point, the like Lore, who is shapeshifted, but realizing they don't really need to be shapeshifted, kind of just drops it. And just kind of looks around and is like, oh, okay, well, got that out of the way. So you're the proprietors of this business. You run a dwarven tavern. You're not dwarves. May I introduce you to an excellent contractor and hopefully a person who is going to be making your life a lot easier in the near future. This is Angel.
How you doing? I'm Angel. I run chiffon contracting and home repair. I've been in this business for about 20 years. And I undo the problems that other people create. I get you up to code. I make sure everything is sturdy and future-proof.
Laura's gesturing
As
around at the past mistakes.
You
As you-
bring
as you
a New
gesture
Yorker and
around-
Long Islander accent into my house.
Hey, I'm from Jersey, baby. But Ephemeral looks around and goes like, oh yes, it's wonderful to meet you. And then again it's kind of like hip checked out of the way by Blue Blairy, who goes like, wait, hold on, everyone shut up. I just got a text on my speaking stone. My boy, my best friend, Grim of the Dungeon Brothers, a big rock, fell on his head, and now he's dead. How are they going to continue the show? Oh, they replaced him immediately. Yep. New guy named Slim. Slim is the new guy. Looks kind of like him, I think. Seems fine, I guess. What's the fandom saying about it? Fandom's okay with it, I guess. Fandom's cool with Slim. Slim is the new guy. Grim is dead. I am very sad about it. We were very close friends. Anyway, please continue what you were saying.
How
So-
terrible. Thoughts and prayers. Anyway.
Oh no. Anyway.
You really want somebody to come in here and take care of you, and then haul ass out as soon as they're done? Or Do you want a contractor who can not only get you up to Fantasy OSHA requirements, get you the code, beyond code, and also come back if any repairs do need to be taken care of, and be consistent? Is flameproof. Has a crew who knows what they are doing. Union certified, board certified, licensed and insured.
Well, I mean, like,
But they-
what?
Now I'm
Well,
going to tell
we
you.
don't need we don't need any like like are you guys saying you're some kind of like fantasy OSHA inspectors or something? Because you're supposed to call first.
Oh
No,
no.
You're
Here's the thing.
looking to at your new business partners.
Business partners, there.
Hmm.
I'm intrigued that you may continue. And like ephemeral Fugazi is like, I can't be a part of the conversation. Okay, he always does this, and he just kind of like goes in the background.
I make a point of like making like knowing eye contact with Fugazi and just like giving a nod before turning back to Blue Blairy, who's driving the ship at the moment, and just saying, for an ownership stake, a very reasonable ownership stake, we could transform this space into one that not only you would feel more comfortable with, but the changing demographics of this neighborhood would feel more comfortable with. Elven wine and tapas with the Lambdus group.
Elven wine and tapas. Elven wine and tapas. I don't know. I mean, what we got going on here is looking pretty good. I'm making money hand over fist, my guy. I mean, have you heard of these Dungeon Brothers? They do every episode. They end right here in my tavern. I need you guys to
That's
roll
gonna
up.
happen with the new brothers.
There are two new brothers, as both of them have. Well, one has died, and the other one mysteriously decided to go in a different direction and is definitely still alive somewhere, I think, and has not also been smashed by a big rock.
We've heard from production that they're looking to take the show in a new direction, and there's a good chance that the space isn't going to be on the radar anymore. I mean, they've been coming here for so long. If they're going to change something up, this would be the thing that would make sense to change.
Ooh.
So change first.
Roll deception, and I'm gonna say, let's Angel also rolled, like both of you rolled deception. We're gonna do this as kind of like a combined check because like both of you guys are like kind of like collabing on this.
Okay.
As a dirty
That's
20, not a
6.
nat.
Dirty 20 and a 6. All right, that like so dirty 20, very good. 6, not so good. So we're gonna average that out to kind of like a middling, like kind of a response. And that Blue Blairy is like, I don't know. I mean, I'll entertain the idea. So tell you what, let me get a look at your crew. Let me talk to your crew and see what kind of a vibe I get. I see 2 others over here with yous. And if I like them, I like you, then we do it. I don't like you, we don't do it. That's how we're gonna do it, all right?
Fair enough. And brings up her arm and does like the wrist thing to show that she's unarmed.
Yeah, we do like the forearm handshake.
Mm-hmm.
And Laura, ephemeral Fugazi kind of like seeks you out and does like a predator handshake with you, like the boom. And then quickly fades back into the background as Blue Blairy is now the main character of this attraction. Blue Blairy looks over and is like, let's start with Bugman guy, Bugman Jones. What is your name? Bugaboo.
Bugga woman.
Adding that to the playlist.
My name's Pock.
Gazoom type.
No,
What's
that's
your
my name.
Oh, I'm sorry, I've done a faux pas. What's your deal, my friend? What do you do for this team?
I'm the muscle.
The muscle, huh?
Yeah.
Do something strong.
I go over and lift the table up.
You flip the table?
Yeah.
Strength check.
Not athletics.
Yeah, athletics. Give me an athletics.
That's a 13.
A 13. With
Yeah,
a
'cause I
13,
rolled
like table flip is not like super like difficult. You with a 13, you do like reach over like one-handedly, do like fully flip the table over. And he goes, "Hey, whoa, hey, that's my table. What are you doing here? Those things are expensive. You know how much? Like this is actual like dwarven made lumber work. Dwarves don't even like to work with wood. This is expensive. Don't flip my tables." Hey, lift a
No
barrel
joke.
or something. Don't flip my tables over.
It's a nice craftsmanship. What's your like connection?
I'm sorry, I didn't get you on that one.
Oh, Angel asks he's like, that's a good make. Who's your connection?
Oh, my connect. It's Vinny down by the docks. You know Vinny?
Wait, are we talking about Vinny Twitch
Vinny?
or are we talking about
No,
Vinny Twitch or the other Vinny?
no, other Vinny. Vinny Rockbreaker.
Ah, I know him.
Ironically, like Vinny Rockbreaker, whole family, stonemasons. Vinny, likes wood. Likes to work with wood.
Good
Parents
man.
real
Good
upset
man.
about it. Vinny making good money. He's making good money.
Good man. I work with him sometimes.
Roll deception.
We're gonna go
Use-
with
Fake
sparkly
this
die.
actual real connection.
Oh,
Lore, give the
crap.
help action.
Go for it. How are you giving the help action though?
Lore is going to just like bolster that life. Oh, was that who did that lovely patio set that you were showing us?
Oh yeah.
Is that with advantage?
That's with advantage. I'll count that. That's like
Thank
it.
you.
I just wanted a little bit of flavor.
So
I wanted
deception,
some
you said?
salt and pepper.
So that is a 11.
11.
Yeah.
With an 11. With an 11, he kind of narrows his eyes to you and he's like, "What color is Vinny's beard?"
What
At
day
this
of the
point, I
week?
look over at Fugazi and ask, how invested are we with this guy? Out of curiosity. Just like as like co-owners? Like what is the relationship here?
I mean, we both used to own 50% of the business, and then as a joke during his birthday, I gave him 1%, and now he has 51% because it ended up actually being legally binding. So now we're co-owners, but in name only.
Right. I'm gonna let Angel and also Pock know that. I'm not going to give any direction or even like any inflection with that. I'm just dropping that information into their brains and nothing else.
Just drop it in the chat.
Just dropping it in the chat.
And
Just
Puck
letting them go how they feel naturally.
And Puck, with her own ability, does reach over and be like, "Thanks for that information." And then out loud says, "His beard was red."
Roll me a raw luck check, like no pluses, just a d20 roll. This has to be the most clutch roll. Did you use your inspiration yet?
Yes, I did. But that was an 8, not a nat 1.
Ooh, an 8.
My answer to the question was, what day of the week it is?
It's Friday.
Let's see. Mondays he likes to go a little weird. With purple. He likes to bleach it on Tuesdays. Goes brunette on Wednesdays, unless he's got a date, and then he dyes it red. Then on Thursdays, if he really wants to be, well, if he wants to be Vinny, you understand that part. He goes green. if he's lucky from all the dyes and whatever the hell he gets his stuff, I swear I don't know where he gets it. I don't know who his connection is. And to the gods, I don't want to know. If he's lucky, his beard is still intact. If not, his beard is black.
Another raw luck check.
Okay, let me double check something real quick.
Raw luck.
Feats. Please tell me I chose wisely.
I have an answer to this question in my mind. And like if you roll high enough on the raw luck check, the answer to it will change to whatever you just said.
Yalla, yalla. It's cocked.
Gotta honor the cock.
Another cock.
No Dimension 20 watchers.
Oh, I
Yeah.
praise
I
the cock.
actually did understand that one from Brandon.
All right, so luck.
Like
that'd be
when I say a
18.
raw luck check, I say like no, like plus is just like on the die.
That'd be an 18.
18. With an
That's proof.
18. All right. With an 18, he kind of like narrows his eyes. He goes like, "Yeah, Vinny does be dyeing his beard a lot."
I don't know how
Sorry,
he
sometimes
still
people
can.
like to lie about knowing Vinny because they know I love him so dearly.
He's a sweet guy. He's a very sweet guy.
Yeah, truly my closest friend in the world. Now that my old friend Grim is dead, I guess Vinny is now my best friend by default, as he
does
was
such
sitting
good
at number
work.
2 spot for a while. Do you think Vinny's the one who done him in to try to climb back up to my number 1 spot?
That man
Could he have
is
done
scared
that?
of spiders. That man is scared of
he is real
spiders.
scared of
You
spiders.
honestly think he's gonna try and kill somebody?
You could be scared of spiders and capable of killing somebody. You can still be the you know. But let's not talk
What
about
I'm
it. Let's
trying
not
to
worry
say
about
is
that right
he's
now.
good. He's got
No.
good work. And what
He's
I'm
not good.
trying to
He's got
tell
good
you.
work.
So what
He
I'm
can be
trying to
tough
tell
and
you
still like
is
have that.
yeah. So what I'm trying to tell you is I do good work too. My friend here is very good with business, and I point to Lore. And we do very good work. We do good with businesses. We do great with making sure that your stuff looks beautiful, looks immaculate, and I make sure that if you ever need anything, I come back, I fix it myself with my own 2 hands.
All right, tell you what, you seem legit. I just need to meet this one last member of your crew. They're really eyeing the silverware of every patron in my establishment, which is odd. But what's your name over there, friendo?
hello. My name is April.
I love the suddenly British. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. Yes, cheerio, tea and all that. The suddenly British for no reason.
I'll trade a bean for a spoon.
I'm sorry, what?
I'll give you this bean. This bean. I take it out of my satchel.
That is a bean.
If you plant it, something is going to happen.
That's
and all
ominous.
I ask for is a spoon. And a fork. And also those chopsticks. That customer is currently using.
I cannot take the chopsticks out of a customer's hand. You must understand that.
Okay.
I can get you an identical pair of chopsticks.
I want 2 pairs of identical chopsticks.
You want 2 pairs of identical chopsticks.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
And a
roll persuasion with. I want to say disadvantage because of how weird you do. Actually, I'm going to say advantage because this is full circle. This is so strange that I feel like you could get someone to agree to something like this small, flat out of just like, okay, I guess let's see where this is going. If anyone can relate, if you've ever been in a situation where like this is so out of pocket that I'm just gonna kind of like go along with it and see what's going on.
If you don't say yes, I'm gonna plant the bean in the middle of in your restaurant.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that would mean for me.
Just do what she says.
It's a 10.
It's a 10. A 10. He goes like, yeah, sure. Here, 10. He agrees. 10. He goes it's like, here, you give me the bean. Here's your 2 identical chopsticks, fork, knife,
And a fork.
Okay, fork, knife, a different fork, 2 identical chopsticks.
I take it.
And I get a bean. Can I eat this? All right, I don't like the silence on that. I don't like how long that took you to answer. I'm not going to eat this. I'm not putting this in my body. And he just takes the bean and he just like puts it in his pocket. And they're like, okay, I've made my decision. I think your crew is legit. Let's do it. And he extends a hand out for a handshake. Yeah, he's got like a full like bam, wrist to wrist. And he looks over and goes, Fugazi, we're doing a whole rebrand of the thing. And Fugazi goes like, oh.
With
We're not going to change much.
structure, we are going to have to. Sorry?
We're not going to change much. We're just going to make sure everything foundation-wise is still solid. My crew is going to come in. We walk in with everything, and Angel explains, like, for brevity's sake, how they work with you, any kind of improvements you wanted to do but couldn't do it, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, like you guys fully won him over. He goes full like nonsense. We're doing a full rebrand. Dwarven Ale House played out, done. I'm bored with it. We're doing a whole full new thing. Elven tapas, tapis, tapirs. Do we can get a tapir
stuff? Remember, you can still do the dwarven stuff. You can have that. You can have a specialty menu and have an upcharge on that.
Lore breaks in. It's like I'm a big fan of taking this in a new direction, a direction that's more focused on the growing and changing community and not on just 2 brothers who are not actually brothers, but just people who looked enough alike to pass a casting call.
Yeah, see, exactly. We don't need to rely on that. We could make our own thing. We could get Warforged entertainers. I want one that looks like a big rat.
We're gonna have to look at
I feel like that'll really draw people in.
We're gonna have to look at the ownership structure, I think, just like break everything out so that we've got like a little bit more just equality across like voting and decision making. I think we're gonna have to look at that. Well, the lawyers.
But no, I like how it is now, where I can do whatever I want, and then Fugazi has to like look real upset.
Not a fan of that though, just because I think we have some really great creative decisions, and Lore is like mentally speaking with Pac right now and just wondering, like taking the temperature, I guess, of how they're feeling about this situation and this person who's being quite a lot.
Well, while everybody's talking, I wanted to roll insight to see what I can tell about him.
All right, go for it.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Tell me his social insurance.
So
do they have a life insurance policy on each other?
Blue Blairy, you've seen this dynamic before. Like you have Blue Blairy's number like right off the bat. Where like you lived in like your hive, like there are a lot of like different like interpersonal dynamics. So you're just like you kind of like divide them like almost in like the subcategories. And this is what you would almost call like big energy, small energy, friendship. And that there's like one person who like really takes charge of the whole situation, and the other person who like really needs to speak up for themselves. And you get the distinct like idea that like if one part of the partnership was giving like a little bit of additional encouragement, that they could be persuaded to kind of like stand up for themselves a little bit more And with that dirty 20 on Drew on Blue Blairy, you absolutely get that if he was actually sincerely stood up to by someone that he knows and respects, he would introspect to a degree. But anyone else, he just kind of bulldozes over.
Okay, I relay this back to Lore about what all I think he's doing. That pretty much the other guy needs to just stand up for himself.
Right. Pun incoming. I lore dump that to everyone else.
Add
Add it to the counter.
Get it on there. Get it on
You
the
are
counter.
very proud of yourself.
And just mentally take a showing of hands on hey, do we deal with this in the way that so many of us are used to dealing with problems, or do we try and deal with this in a more diplomatic and therapeutic fashion? Personally, Laura is down for either, because Laura is not loving seeing Fugazi treated this way. Laura is very aware of just the depth and breadth of changelings and is not vibing with this. Also, what is this other person?
Oh, they're an eladrin, a water-based eladrin.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
I think I message Angel and I'm like, are you still partial to murder?
You just see the if you've ever had that part where it's just okay, there's an option of murder, but there's also an option of a job. Oh,
The job will still exist. Job doesn't go away. We just have one less co-owner.
I'm for murder.
But do I want to deal with the paperwork? Is the question.
Should we take him out back and do it without anybody knowing?
What's paperwork got to do with it?
I feel like this might be less paperwork, because this guy seems like someone who's going to say yes to Reno ideas. You're going to get halfway through them and he's going to say, actually, I didn't like that. Can you redo that, undo it again?
You're
Seems like
obviously not into contract work, are you?
Sorry?
Okay. And Angel very briefly explains, clients are always going to change their mind. 5 times in 3 minutes is the record. Actually, no, 30.
Yes, that's accurate. Yes. But so we could do that with one client who seems to be much more aligned to our goals, or we could do that with 2 clients, one of whom is the majority owner and has no interest in becoming non-majority owner.
Yeah, you
Silence
see, as
in
he's
the room.
drawing
We're
it.
all just quiet and staring.
Yeah,
at
you're all
each
just kind
other.
of sitting there quietly while Blue Blairy is just meandering around and drawing up paperwork as he's talking to Fugazi about yeah, so I want to keep all of my shares, so we're just gonna kind of sell out a couple of yours to these guys there, so they can also be part owners. You're cool with that, right? He goes, well, I really don't. Okay, I guess. And he's just kind of he's getting them he's essentially selling off not his shares to you guys with the paperwork he's drawing up.
All right, hear me out. 10 copper says they fight.
All right, I'll take that bet. But if you lose the bet, I get to shapeshift into you for 20 minutes, and you're not going to be angry at me.
And you just see and they just do this do you see surprise on my face?
Excellent.
All right, you guys shake on it.
King Copper says that I can make Blue Blairy frightened.
And take that action. No one wants to take that very bad
I'll take
bet.
That's
like someone
taking bets I know I'm gonna lose.
That's like if you were friends with Andre the Giant, they're like, hey, I bet I could throw this rock really far. You bet I can't. And we're like, no, I'm absolutely sure you can do that.
like,
Uh,
you know what? I'm
alright.
in a good mood. I'll take that bet.
All right, Puck, how do you try to frighten Blue Blairy?
I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh geez. He doesn't have stats. I made him up just now.
You want my closet stats? I have those handy.
No, hold on. I got some commoner stats pulled up here somewhere. 7.
Yeah, DC was 15. I used my vow or my channel divinity after enemy, and he is now frightened of me and can't walk anywhere.
Oh, I can't get any like closer to you.
No, he literally has no speed.
Oh geez. You see him break out in a cold sweat and like his feet feel like lead. He goes like, why, Bugman? Why, Bugaboo? Why have you done this?
I'm not a man, that's why.
I didn't know. I'm not familiar with your anatomy.
All right. Takes out the 10 copper. Here you go.
Why are you doing this?
It only lasts for a minute.
I thought we were business partners.
Lore speaks telepathically to Pock and says, now would be probably an excellent time to push for equal shares.
Yep. I pretty well push and I'm like, give me equal shares from you and him.
But then I'm not in charge anymore.
And Laura
Kind of the
says,
point.
that's the whole point. Everyone is in charge.
He looks over to Fugazi for like support. And Fugazi, he fully like stonewalls, like does not look at him, just like, nope, I'm not involved in this. You did this. You entered this situation. I was gonna tell them that the bar's up for sale. You did this. And he redraws out the paperwork so that the shares are split evenly between you all, and you're all now equal owners of this currently dwarven themed bar. Hooray!
I text my wife and be like, babe, we own a bar now.
She texts back 3 question marks.
I just put in free tapas.
3
She texts
exclamation
back 3 exclamation. God damn it!
Well played. Well played.
Yep, you know what? I can't be mad about that. I can't be mad at that. All right. As you finish up drawing the paperwork and you sign it off, an alarm goes off. Fully as the last few signs it, and it becomes actually legally and magically binding. An alarm goes off, and you get the feeling that this alarm was put there by the Dungeon Brothers. So that if in any scenario someone tries to change this tavern, they are notified about it, and the doors burst open, and you see the current incarnations of the Dungeon Brothers, Slim and Pim. I think that's who they are now, Slim and Pim.
Thought it was Slim and Jim.
No, it's Slim and Pim, I think. Or was it Jim? No, it's Slim and Pim. Oh, it was a Slim Jim.
Because Angel's gonna crack into them.
So these are 2 men you have not met before in your life. Or no, you've met one of them and you have not met the other one. And the other one does look kind of vaguely alike, but not really that much. And Slim goes, what's going on here? Remember that the tavern is not meant to change. There's already been too many changes to the show. I mean, I'm not that big of a change, and everyone should get used to me, and that's fine. But there's already been too many changes to the show. Isn't that right, Pim? And Pim goes, Pim!
Hi, boys.
Pim! And then Pim looks at you and goes, oh!
which dungeon brother was crushed in the like situation where I'm not sure if it was when I was also crushed or just shortly thereafter. Was it Grim or Grob?
Shortly thereafter, and that was Grom. Grom got crushed first, and then Grim got crushed after.
Was there was there like a body that hasn't been recovered yet?
You know, I'm gonna put that in your hands. Roll me raw luck.
How do I do that?
Oh, you just roll me a d20 and then like straight up just like luck, just rolling it out.
No, not that one.
Oh no, come on, roll that one. That one seems fine.
That one didn't feel good.
No, it's a good one. That was fine one.
11.
11. I would say on an 11, they managed to kind of like, they didn't get all of it. Like they got like enough that they were just like, yep, this is definitely him. But like they did retrieve like some manner of body from like the first little encounter.
Okay. I'm going to use whatever actions I might have right now, depending on where I'm situated in the room, to like move slightly out of view and shapeshift both myself and my like everything, my items, into an injured, skinnier version of one of the dungeon brothers who was not retrieved in totality.
Mm-hmm.
Look
Ephemeral
kinda wrecked up.
Fugazi like kind of like gets eyes on this, pours himself a drink, takes a sip of it, and then just like gives you like the nod of like I did not see this.
Yeah, I return the nod. The
A
changing nod.
shared moment. The changing nod. The changing like we're doing what we do.
Yeah.
Gotta make it out here.
So I'm not doing anything other than that at the moment. I'm just kind of like hung back for half a second doing that because I want to say that's 2 actions.
But what I will say is, as Pym recognizes the woman who murdered one of their team of lawyers in cold blood in front of him, and yells out in exasperation, Pym! I need everyone to roll initiative. It's a good old-fashioned drag-out combat, baby! Hooray!
Ooh, we got a dirty 20.
Boy.
Oh.
I got a nat 20 plus 6 for 26.
My good golly
18.
gosh.
Hey, the meat shield needed to be in the front.
Oh, wait. No, that's a 6. That's just a weird font. 18 total.
All right, let me get these counters to like plug in here. So let's get Maple first.
Oh, it's a 10.
All right. Lore.
Sorry, what?
What we get initiative on Lore?
Oh, dirty 20.
All right. Pop. Angel.
18.
And Puck.
26.
With a nat.
Woo! With a natty 20?
Yep.
Dang. All right, so surprising approximately no one, Puck, you act first.
Yeah. I run up and immediately stab him with my halberd.
Oh.
That's a 23 to hit.
23 will hit. Now, which one are you trying to hit?
Hawk. I think it's the name of it. The one that recognized
there's
Angel.
Slim and Pym.
Pym.
All right, Pym.
And that's a total of 15 slashing damage.
Oof.
Because I rolled a 10.
Yeah, he's not looking happy about that.
And I get a second attack.
Oh, marvelous.
That's another 23 to hit.
That for sure hits.
And
I
that's
should have
another
given them higher AC.
that's another 15 damage.
Ooh.
I like these dice.
Oh my good golly gosh. Probably some high quality adventure dice. Plug. No, I can't do that. They do have good dice though. But yeah,
Yes, they do.
you roll up
Unfortunately,
on
mine
him.
did not come in the mail soon enough.
But you roll up
Uh.
on this guy, 30 damage. Like, so Pim exasperatedly goes, "Oh, Pim!" and like in that same moment you close distance, and it's like it's like an anime like Omae wa mo shinderu. Nani, like you stab him so hard with the halberd. He's going, "Oh, Pim, Pim!" And you stab him real hard with the halberd, and he's having a very rough time.
And
You
I
stab
am
him with
not
the
in
halberd.
melee because I'm 10 feet away.
Oh, halberd. Excellent. As Pim cries out in pain, Slim goes, "No, my brother, not associate, my brother. He is my brother. We are brothers. We are brothers. We were born of the same womb, brothers. We are. Anyway, um, uh, robots, kill them." And from the rafters, a bunch of robotic trolls smash through and stand up to full height. And they go, "Ha ha, we've been making some new changes this season, and one of the big changes is we're done paying all these labor costs. We're automating everything. We're going to be richer than ever." As these robotic trolls close in on you. And of course, Pac, having done the most damage. Yep, they are scabs. Robot scabs.
Put up the inflatable rat right now.
Like your wife's pulling up with the dolly bed of the inflatable rat.
Yeah. I love that woman so much.
You text her like, "Get the rat," and she's just like, she needs no further context. She's like,
All I-
"Already on my way."
It's like, bet.
And he was like, "Get the rat," and then you hear like outside seconds later.
I cannot tell you how confused I was when I was 19 years old, alone in New York, and I stumbled across one of those inflatable rats. I had no context for it whatsoever. I was so confused.
I grew up with a parent who was union for over 30 years, so
That from a young age.
very young. I used to go to the Labor Day parade in the Manhattan.
Oh, that must be so cool. It's awesome. I bet big labor history person. Anyway, sorry. Back.
We shall talk later.
Yeah.
Oh. So fuck. That's gonna be it's gonna be a 19 to hit you. Does that hit?
Actually does hit me.
All right. So the big we're just gonna call them robo scabs. We're not calling them robo trolls or robo scabs. Robabs. Robabs? Is that a thing? Anyone? Robabs? Thumbs up, thumbs
Is that
down.
a fruit?
Robabs. Robabs. Rhubarb. Nope. Robo scabs. We're sticking with robo scabs. I tried a thing, it didn't work. Robo scabs. It reaches out with a big old metallic roboto claw. And with its big mighty swing, they take. That I wanted that to be higher. It's 3 damage.
I got scratched.
Yep, that's it. It rolled very low on the dice. And then another robo scab, another robab. Nope, I can't keep trying to do that. Robab doesn't work. Still sounds like rhubarb. Scabots. Ooh, scabots. Scabots? I'm digging scabots. All right. Scabots number. No, now it sounds like I'm scatting. Scabot, scaboot, skibbeat.
They have trumpets. Does that count as a pun? I feel like that's the spirit of a pun.
That's the spirit of a pun.
I'll allow it. 19.
The Scabot number 2 doots at you menacingly and also makes an attack on you. Ooh, does a 10 hit?
No.
It swings really wide. It's really it's too into doing the trumpet. It's spending too much of its mental energy on the trumpet while trying to hit you, and it misses like entirely. And that brings us around to lore.
So, do I look like one of the lost brothers? That
You
make it
do. Now,
okay.
you're not like, nothing's actively targeting you because you did kind of like tuck yourself away before combat broke out, but you are still in initiative just to like, keep
Okay.
you in the swing of things as far as like action. So you can choose to be like, I remain like hidden and like, like posted up, or you can choose to like kind of take combative action, whatever you'd like to do.
So Laura is going to so these two came in with a production team, yeah?
Yeah, they came with a production team. They've got like their
Okay.
like
I'm
the
I'm
crystal
gonna
camera
find
crews and such.
I'm gonna find the ADs, and I'm going to stagger out from behind wherever I'm situated and like reach out towards the ADs like they're my long lost family. And just in the most like dramatic, like Laura has taken a moment to really settle in to this character. This is the role that has been building up for quite a while now, and is just gonna stagger out and go, imposters, traitors, you tried to kill me, and is just gonna be pointing, shaking at Pip and Lip or whatever, and is gonna like look towards the production team and is gonna say, please, they aren't the Dungeon Brothers, I don't know where my brother is, but please help us. And then I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at one of them.
Oh, jeez. Let's resolve first, like your speech. Roll me
Yeah,
roll me
depending on
deception with
how that goes.
advantage.
But
Yeah,
I will
let's
probably shoot one of them regardless, not
from.
of the brothers.
Oh yeah, well, bro, yeah, roll me deception with advantage because that's a pretty good performance, and like you are like all transformed up.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
Um,
one. I'm gonna go roll one on my sheet, and then depending on how that goes, I might roll the other one physically. Okay, so that is 17 plus. That's a 25.
25
Yeah.
is really, really good.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the other just in case, physically, just in case. We're gonna go with that one, the other one,
The
because that was the net
25
one.
it is. Yep. Well, luckily you had that advantage. So the 25 is gonna like that's doing some big stuff. So first what happens is like a look of like shock and horror amongst the crew and like whispering like I thought like because you get the feeling that like the first brother died in a private enough setting that they could cover it up, and the next brother died in a public enough setting that they had to acknowledge his death. And so there's a lot of like doubt that's been sowed just by you like showing up like they said he like went on vacation. I heard he like left with like a mistress or something. Well, I heard this and I heard this and I heard this. And like a lot of like whispering amongst like the crew as discord is properly sown. And that roll is high enough that we're gonna kick in the secret mechanic of this combat.
The what now?
The secret mechanic of this combat. As you all hear the voice of the executive producer in your heads as he goes, now, this is the moment. This is what I was talking about. Their crew, they're filming. This was meant to be their first live episode. Nothing that goes on here today can be taken back. Nothing can be covered up. Nothing can be hidden. This is the moment. Destroy their reputation. Build yours. And what we will introduce to this combat is ratings. You're all on TV, baby. Hooray! And in this combat, the real victory conditions, aside from trying to do murder, is increasing your ratings or decreasing their ratings. And we've just had the first action that will drastically decrease the Dungeon Brothers ratings. So, what I would like you to do, I'd say based on like the success of that one, roll me 2d10. Yes, Laura.
Yep. I'm gonna roll them physically.
Roll them out.
Oh, and it's 2 meaty 8s. Oh my goodness.
It's 2 mediates.
Oh, thank you.
You know what? In the spirit of the meaty 8, I am counting 2 meaty 8s as max damage. I'm counting that as 2 10s.
Oof.
Meaty 8s. I'm saying that right now. You roll 2
Take a
8s
picture
back
of
to
this.
back on any die. We're gonna count them as max, whatever that die is. That's what we're
Yes.
doing. 2 meaty 8s. All right, so that's gonna be cool. Their ratings fall by 20 points as the fantasy equivalent of Reddit explodes with conspiracy theories about the show, and people like hop off the bandwagon. That's we got to post that on social media or something.
I'll throw it out.
That's
Set it to Discord.
fantastic. That's got to go up there. So it's 2 mediates go, and that. Oh yeah, you still want to do an Eldritch Blast, right?
Sorry.
I forgot you still want to do an Eldritch Blast, right?
Yes, I'm gonna hit the brothers. The
Both or
non-brother
one or
brothers.
what? Sure.
I have 2 beams,
You
so
do have 2.
send them off.
You can double beam it.
Yeah, so one for each of them, and I'm rolling to hit.
Oh, so generous. Yep, you got to roll a hit. Which one are you trying to hit first? They have different
it's a nat
stats.
20, baby.
Oh, that's a critical hit.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's
Ew.
actually a 28, but yeah,
You
That's
crit on
gorgeous.
that fool.
love it.
Now, I know the so rolls is written, you'd roll like double the dice that you would roll for that one.
Okay, double the dice.
Yeah, you roll like the double the dice there. So whatever like damage dice you would have done for Eldritch Blast, double the dice that you would roll, and then add your extras on there.
So could I just like roll the damage? I don't roll damage twice. I roll 4.
Well, like if it's effectively the same thing, but it's like
got it.
let's
Okay.
say you're doing like 2d6 damage, and then you like you crit. Now you're rolling 4d6 damage
Good,
plus
yeah.
whatever pluses you got.
7. 14. Okay. First one was 7. Second one was 14. So 9 and 16.
So
Yes.
9 and 16.
Yes.
All right, and that's going to. Is that Pim or Slim?
I want to do 1 beam each. So just dealer's choice.
All right, we'll do 9. Bam. And we'll do 16. 6. And ooh, those boys are not looking very good. One could even say they're looking bad. One could even say one of them is looking bloodied, and the bloodied one is Pim.
All right.
And that brings us
yeah.
That's gonna bring us back around to Angel's turn. Excuse me. All right, Angel, what do you do?
Roll her shoulders, take off the tool belt, put it on the table, and from their tool belt, they take out a pair of gloves, put them on.
Props.
Let's dance. How far away are they from Angel?
I'd say about a good like 30 or so feet away from you. Like they're like it's not like an absurdly large tavern. Like they're gettable.
All right, here's what she's gonna do. Her fighting style is very reminiscent of old school taekwondo. If you are familiar with the old school stuff, oh boy, you're in for a treat. She does a flying sidekick. She gets a running start. Her walking speed is 40 feet. She's gonna be there in no time. And does a flying sidekick to a couple of the scab bots.
So there's a couple. Hello. So there's a couple of scab bots around Puck, and there are 2 other scab bots that are just kind of like in the mix, kind of like with you and Maple. I'll say like they're not close enough to evoke opportunity attacks, but they are like there.
So what she's gonna do is do flying sidekick and then spin around to do a spinning sidekick to the other scab bot.
Those are the ones like near you guys, or the ones near Puck.
Near Puck.
All right. So you run up on the ones near Puck. Roll to hit for. Well, let's start with rolling the hit for the first one.
All right. That would be counted as an unarmed strike, so 19.
19. That hits.
Okay, for second strike. 5, 12.
12. That does not hit.
Okay. She is bonus action. Gonna do it again. This time.
Let's
you-
roll damage first, so you can kind of decide how
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
to divvy that out.
Okay. That is first strike is 5.
All right, 5 damage.
And that's 4.
Now we got 4 damage.
And flurry of blows. That is 19. 19 plus 5.
That'll hit.
Okay.
How mad would you guys be if he was like, "Oh, I got a 22 to hit"? I was like, "Nah, it doesn't hit." They actually have like 40 AC, and also like
That'll
they're really
be
cool.
6, and I'll be spending another key point. I'll be spending a key point to do another flurry of blows.
I'm going wild.
14 plus what the hell? Where's my attacks? 19.
That hits.
Okay. That's 4 points. And hold on 1 second. I have my key points
4
here
points of
somewhere.
damage. Cool. Oh, what was the damage from the attack before that?
So look, monks are great when you want to be busted as hell. It was a shoot.
Monks are really good early game.
Oh crap, I forgot what I said earlier. Chat, help.
Tell us, chat. Tell us the damage.
So that was a 2 4s.
I see the damage from the second to last hit.
That was a 4.
Okay.
And then the final roll was another 4 total.
We're just dropping 4s on them. Okay, that's where I got confused. That Scabot is looking rough. There's sparks flying out of it. He's like teetering back and forth. It's like beep boop boop boo. Like it's having a real bad time. Its warranty is definitely voided.
And while this is going on, Angel is saying like, you violated my restraining order. You harassed my wife. You do crap work with illegal products. Thank you. And it's like listing all the things that they have done to Angel and her wife, and also explaining why it was done wrong, how it should have been done correctly.
Show them the receipts.
And I will say like, give me a, let's say, what would this be? Roll. I feel like this is intimidation. I feel like this is like a very like scare, like this is big scary energy of just like beating the crap out of a robot while listing all the stuff that have been done wrong. Roll like intimidation to see how we affect their ratings.
Good. That's a natural 1. So that's a 0. That's a 0.
All right. Oh, that's one that 0. Give me a D4.
Okay. Don't fuck me. That's a 2.
It's a 2. That's still gonna be like a drop of 2 points to their ratings, which is not like, they're not worried about that, but like, there's like on the fringe parts of the fantasy internet, getting people talking about like, hey, are they like not building things up to code? And then people go like, God, shut up. But like it's out there. It's in the air.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you guys do each have an inspiration.
I'm gonna use that.
Ooh.
So that would be a D4 again, right?
Or you could use the inspiration on your intimidation roll. But it's essentially happening is like when you do something to try like that could affect the ratings, I'm gonna have you roll like something that's like a base D20 thing, and it
Okay.
decides like what kind of like damage or boon you can do to like
Okay.
the ratings.
We're bringing out the big guns.
The fancy dice.
1985 days.
Oh.
Nat 20.
Oh.
And finalizing it with, you stalk me and my wife.
Roll me 6d6.
Back into the cassette you go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly 6. Okay, I gotta organize this.
The scab rat is just like halfway inflated outside.
Those things
She's
inflate
by like people are
very
walking by, she's going
quickly.
like, "Sup?"
Those things inflate very quickly.
Right, inflated and just swaying gently.
All right, so
I'd say part of this role is also like a couple people are taking pictures of like a scab rat outside of a very famously associated with the Dungeon Brothers like location.
Okay, so if my math is correct on this, 6 plus 5 is 11,
Yes.
Yes.
14, 15, 16, 17 total.
17 points away from their ratings. And with that like natural 20, a little additional bonus I'll give is like there's a hashtag trending now on like the fantasy equivalent of internet. I imagine there's some manner of like like crystal ball like communication system thing that like people like to chat with, like some sort of wizard internet where
Bitter.
people like
That's what it's called. Bitter.
bitter. There's a hashtag going around on bitter where it's just like hashtag Dungeon Bros problematic. There's like a lot of like there's uh a slime run fantasy internet service called GooTube, where like a lot of people are posting like video essays about like why the Dungeon Brothers might be problematic. Like it's starting to really
The
turn
rise and
everyone on
fall.
the rise and fall of the Dungeon Brothers. And that brings us to Maple.
Okay, wait. Okay, so are we currently winning? We're currently winning, right? How many scab bots are there left?
There's still 4 Scabots, and there's one that looks like it's barely a Scabot.
Okay. And are the brothers still alive?
They are still alive, but their social clout is falling rapidly.
Okay. And we own the spar now. So I
You do own this bar now.
own the spar now.
I forgot that was a thing. You guys finagle. He was like, and also you own an equal share of this bar.
So okay, then I guess I shouldn't do the thing I wanted to do. Okay, I think I'm just gonna shoot one of the brothers. Can I
do it.
hide? Wait.
You can.
Mm,
Remember, you can do whatever you want to do.
can I introduce more chaos into the bar? Like even though we own it.
Hey, hey,
Okay.
look at me. Look,
I'm,
no, no, look at me in the eyes.
uh-huh.
Always,
Okay. Okay.
always.
I'm gonna run to what I think is the center of the bar, and then I'm gonna take a seed and I'm gonna just throw it there. A bean.
Oh, I just remembered what your item was.
Yeah.
I forgot that I agreed to that.
I gave you options. I was like, there's this, that, or that, and two of the items I gave were very normal, reasonable items. And I can't believe you were like, you can have this. You
So
chose
for everyone like listening at home, a fun part of like gaming with me is that I forget everything all of the time. So everything's always a surprise to me, including things I was like, that's right, I did say that you could have that thing. And I'm going like, oh man, this is happening. So I believe that's like with that item that you're using, if we want to call out the item by name Magic Beans. Um I think that there's one version that does like explosions and there's one version that does like
Oh.
random magical effects.
I think it's usually like if I plant the beans, it's random magical effect.
That's right, that's
But
right.
if I throw all the beans out, everything explodes.
There we go.
And I did roll for how many beans I have. I have 9 beans. I traded one in for a bunch of spoons, forks, and chopsticks earlier.
You did trade him a potentially explosive bean.
No, it's a magic bean right now, so if he grows it, something could happen. But
Bro.
anyway, so I have 8 beans. This is my 8th bean. So
All right, so plant that bean and tell me what go and like roll for what happens.
Okay, so I got a 29. A 29 is, give me 1 second. Let me just pull up the 29. It's an inanimate immobile stone statue in your likeness rises and makes verbal threats against me. If you leave it and others come near it, it describes you as the most heinous of villains and directs newcomer to find and attack you. If you're in the same place, and they where you are, and the statue becomes an after 24 hours. Okay, so I just erected a huge statue of myself. It's so useless. Mabel's gonna get very embarrassed and is just gonna try and hide. She flies up to the ceiling and I think as a bonus action she hides.
Yeah, roll your stealth check and then roll me a you're gonna roll your stealth check and we're gonna roll this as a double purposed stealth check.
Okay.
So it's gonna decide how well you hide and also like what this does to the ratings.
Sorry guys.
No, this is great. I love this.
Okay, that's a 19. Wait, give me a sec. That's a stealth, right? I have to add my stealth.
Yeah, add your stealth.
So my stealth is... So that's a 29 for the first one.
29.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 37. All right.
Oh, and then the second one's at 18, so 28. 29 and 28.
29 and 28. All right. Roll me, let's see. Where did I write that down?
It doesn't say anything about me yet, because we're still in the same place.
Yeah, you are still in the same place, so it's not. So the statue's not saying bad things about you yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Roll me 2d10.
Okay. Here. Ooh, a 9 and a 10.
All right. So 19.
Yeah.
So your guys' ratings climb by 19. And that it's not saying anything horrible about you yet. So it's just a big random statue shows up, and there's a lot of discourse about like, who is she? She seems like familiar. I think I'm missing like a sock from her or something, and like you're like this urban cryptid that people are starting to talk about, and that's creating buzz around you guys as a group.
I have a lot of keys in one of my hoards, and it's just like house keys and like diary keys that people have just lost, and it's just a bunch of small items that drives people insane. I have them all. And I found
everyone's left sock and everyone's like missing hair scrunchies and like hair rubber bands and stuff.
All of it's I organize the hordes accordingly, but they're very I have everything.
Absolutely, I absolutely love it. That's a pretty sick move from Maple. Do anything else from Maple on her turn?
Um, I think she's gonna. Let's see. Was the growing?
You did do your bonus action hide.
Wait, okay.
And
Was the planting of the bean a action, or was it just more like a like? Was that
you know what, we're winding down on things. This is like our big climactic fight. I'm gonna say that was a free object interaction.
Yay! Okay, then I'm gonna shoot the brother.
Which one?
Uh,
The Slim and Pim, you guys, you gotta keep up. Slim or Pim.
I think which other one seems like they have more junk in their pocket, like whatever, that sounds like an innuendo. I'm so sorry.
No, whichever one's junk is bigger. We all know.
Okay. Mm, no. Okay. You know what? I'll hit Slim. I'll hit Slim.
Hit Slim?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Roll.
Okay.
How are you attacking him?
I'm gonna shoot him with a bow, with my short bow.
Roll to hit. And since you're hidden, you would get sneak attack on this should it hit.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Let's say 1d6. Wait, no, it's a 13, 20.
20?
Mm-hmm.
That'll hit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um. Okay, so the first one is 6, and then from the short bow, and then from the sneak attack. In fact, that one fell out. 6, 5, 11, 11 plus 4 is 15, 15 plus 6 is 21, I think. I can't do math.
21? Ooh. And Slim is also not looking super great. They did not roll good in initiative. I thought they would get to do more things. I'm not sure how long they're going to last out. The initiative rolls really did them dirty. That's what I get for rolling with the computer system and not with the actual dice. All right, that takes Maple's turn, and that brings us to the third Scabbot. Scabbot.
Wait, I wanna
Oh.
preface that, like, after the statue was kind of popped up, Maple got really embarrassed because she was expecting something else, and so she flew up into the ceiling to hide, and that's where she shot the bow. So she's just in the air because she can
You
fly.
shot it from the ceiling.
Yeah. She's like 30.
Just the arrow rains down on him, and he goes like, "What is going on?"
Yes.
So he is truly baffled, and he is truly baffled, and also like that arrow hits for so much damage. I think you like shoot him with the arrow, and you're like, "Oh, did I miss him?" You're like, "Oh no, it went clean through."
I'm aiming for his face. This is moneymaker.
Yeah, you mess up his face real good. His face is like real messed up. Like you shoot him and everyone goes like, "Ugh," and like his face is like a censor bar for the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
And that moves us on to the next scab bot. Which I'd say, well, it can't find Maple because Maple hid. And Angel, I think you've attacked one of his brethren, so I think it would go after Angel. So the third Scabot's gonna close distance on Angel and go beep boop beep 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 pop beep pop beep boop boop boop, which I'm pretty sure is like some kind of robot slur, and it's very offensive. This robot is a bad robot. He's a bad robot, and he's gonna make an attack at you, and it's gonna be that is a 15 to hit.
Hits.
Alrighty, and that's gonna be. Ooh, see now that one rolled better. That's gonna be 8 damage. And it goes beep boop, beep beep pop, boop beep boop, beep boop pop. And one of the robots puts its hands over its mouth like it can't believe what that robot is saying. Completely separate to your ratings, the robots have their own different ratings, and like this robot is now canceled on bitter. Like fully canceled because of the things he's saying. And that brings us to the final scab bot, which all of the robots are acting before the actual Dungeon Brothers. My goodness gracious. All right. All right. That's gonna be an 18 to hit. I'll assume an 18 also hits. And that'll be not as bad. That's 6 damage. As that one hits you, and then like it tries to pantomime like that it's not affiliated with the other robot, and what it's saying is just doing its job and trying to murder you, but it doesn't share the other robot's views and try to distance itself from that robot and what it's saying, but it's still not good optics. And that brings us to Pim, who has been having a bad time. He's been stabbed real bad by Pac. And he looks at you, Pac, and he goes, Pim. Pim. And then he takes out a very large hammer, and he's going to try to hit you with it. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's going to be... Ah, come on. 4 damage.
Ouch.
He's got multi-attack, and he'll be doing multiple attackies.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 17 to hit.
Nope.
No hit. And the final multi-attacky. And that is... Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. And with his dirty 20, his filthy 20. Why don't you like me? 9 damage.
Oh, that actually kind of hurt.
Pim goes, Pim! And he's swinging his hammer around haphazardly. Really just like kind of connecting by sheer luck. 2 out of those like 3 quick swings. And then it's Slim's turn. And Slim like coughs up just a bunch of just like after being so also like horribly injured. And let's see. I gave him spells. What kind of spell is he gonna use? What spell is he gonna use? I think he's gonna do shuffle. Pac, roll me a wisdom save.
Really?
Yep.
That's a 15.
15. Ah, okay. Meets it, beats it. You get the sense that like he's waving his hands around doing like a bunch of magic, like, ooh, ah, ha, cool, magic. Ah, yes, magical. And yeah,
Counterspell.
yeah, 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 yeah. And it doesn't work, but you get this feeling that he was trying to like to inspire fear within you by magical means, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And he looks directly down the barrel of the camera, even though his face is primarily censored right now, and goes like, Mondays, am I right? And I'm gonna roll a deception check for him to try to seem like he's okay and try to boost his ratings. Nope. We'll give him a We'll give him the same courtesy as you guys. Gonna get himself a D4 for that pitiful performance. He's able to reclaim 4 ratings with some of his more like diehard fans. But overall is still not doing super great. And that's going to circle back around to Hawk.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna look at him and be like, you came in and killed my entire hive, and you expect me not to kill you guys when I see you? And then I'm going
And
to
Tim looks at you and goes, "Who?"
flash at- Hey, it's not my fault you guys changed brothers. You're still the same show. And then I'm going to attack one attack each on him. We'll start
Alright, go
with
for
him.
it. Boom.
That was a sucky roll. That's only a 13 to hit.
That unfortunately does not hit.
Okay. And then Slim.
And Slim goes,
That's a
Slim?
14.
No, I'm joking. I can actually talk. What was that, 14?
Yeah.
Alright, 14 unfortunately does not hit. However, what I do want you to do is roll me, let's say, roll me athletics.
Okay.
Because you're missing these hits, but you're yelling out about what they've done, and roll me
Yeah.
athletics to look like cool enough to garner attention to like what you're doing.
That's a 15.
15. I'll say like like that gets caught on camera, and like your hits aren't finding purchase, but gosh darn it, you look so valiant like fighting them off. Oh, we got some inspiration for everybody. Everybody just got themselves some inspiration. So do you want to use that on like your current role, or you want to use that for anything else?
Can I go back and use it on one of the attacks?
Yeah, go for it.
We'll say the one for Slim.
Yeah,
That's a lot better on a 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
But that's only 8 points of damage.
I mean, 8 points of damage is still like still putting in some work, and he is not happy about it. Slim is looking rough. Like both of them are bloodied, and Slim is looking worse, like quite worse for wear. And like on top of that, with like that, like they lost that amount of ratings at 15. Like or sorry, that oh no, you rolled a 15.
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
So roll me. What is that there? Give me. What is it? What dice did I assign to 15? Ah, there we go. So roll me 2d8.
Total of 9 points.
9. They lose 9 points of ratings as like, you find like pretty good purchase on like one of your hits, and like you look pretty like valiant fighting them off while you're yelling things out. So like, there's not a lot of Thrycreen on fantasy internet, but the small but devoted sector there like knows like the close-knit structure of a hive and the loss of a hive. And I'll say with that one, not only do you bring their ratings down by 9, but you bring yours up by 9, as like the Thrycreen community kind of like rallies behind you, and like another hashtag starts to trend, like justice for the hive, as like they're kind of put on blast in that way. Oh wow, we're like at 10,300. Like we're killing out there, guys. Keep donating. I bet we could probably make it to 11,000 these last couple of minutes. You know what? Actually, guys, I don't think you can make it to 11,000 the next couple of minutes. I don't believe in you. There's no way you could do it.
Let's kill the big bad some more. You gotta get through
God.
more of the alphabet.
Come on, bet you can't get this to 11 grand. I dare you. I dare you.
I triple dog dare you. And that's gonna be our all our near dead Scabot.
Oh shit! Sorry, I took myself off mute.
It's fine.
I
That's
looked
our
at the chat.
Yeah, we're past 10,000 now. Yeah, that's our near dead Scabot. He's gonna make an attempt to hit Pock. Let's see if it finds purchase Skitter. No, he doesn't. That does not hit. That is a bad roll. So the near dead Scabot continuing to struggle, waves its nearly detached arm weakly at you. And the less dead Scabot, the one that's not sustained any damage yet, it's gonna roll. That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
On who? Me?
Oh yeah, on Puck. They're both still
Yes,
kind of
that
engaged with
hits.
you. All right,
Yes,
that
that
hits.
hits.
Let's do it. Put up bomb. That's gonna be 4 damage. And that's Lore's turn.
Just to double check, does it sound like I've got a lot of white noise?
Oh, it's not fine.
Okay, cool. So, Laura is going to still as am I Grim or Grob? Just so I know.
What did you say?
Am I
So you
Grim
said you
or
want to turn.
Grob?
So you said you wanted to turn into the one that died first, right?
Yes,
All right. So you're Grom.
Grob. Okay. So I look at like whatever camera, wherever camera A is, I look to camera A and I'm just like staring directly down the audience. I'm talking to the producers, but I'm staring down the audience and I'm telling them this was not meant to happen. I wanted out. My brother, we were working towards changing, towards shifting, towards making this new. And I don't know how this happened, but it did. And we can I wanted to take this in a new direction, and I gesture it at Angel. There is a new wave of home renovation programs, and they need to be led by the next wave of leaders. And just again gesturing to Angel, just like making sure camera A is just picking Angel up. This live show, this was always planned to be live, but it was never meant to be like this. It shouldn't be like this. And I shoot Eldritch Blast at the other two again.
Let's start.
You just hear like battle
Actually,
cries
wait.
and
Can I do something else? And you'll tell me if I can do this. Can I turn to the producer, like lead producer, whoever's lead, and cast suggestion instead?
All right. Turn to the lead producer and cast suggestion.
My suggestion would be, it's time for new blood. You didn't like working with us anymore than anyone else does. And again, turn to Angel. It could be different.
I'll let you cast suggestion, and I'll say like you can. It's got to be like a reasonable request of them, and it's not like super unreasonable. But I'm not going to make it like an all out like win button. Like you cast the win button, and
no,
the thing is over. But I will let you have a. I'll let you roll me a little bit of persuasione with advantage after. Well, let's resolve suggestion first. Like, what's the save on suggestion there?
Save on suggestion is Wiz 16.
Wiz 16. All right, let's see if he beats a Wiz 16. Let's see if he's a Wiz kid. Now, he would be considered a Wiz kid if you're talking about Wiz as in Cheese Whiz or Wiz as in PP. Because he did very badly on that wisdom roll. He does not pass suggestion. So let's give you advantage on a nice little old-fashioned persuasion check to get him to just like to fully like drop and disavow the Dungeon Brothers, which I will say would be huge for what you guys are doing with the ratings.
Yeah, is Angel, is your wife made it into the restaurant yet, or are they outside?
Is Angel's wife in the tavern? I think Angel's wife like knows better. Like she's not a combatant. She's like an inventor.
Okay.
Ooh, they're so close to 11,000. Ooh, I bet you guys. You know what? I bet none of you guys are gonna drop 200 to like really mess up my entire flow right now. I bet none of you guys have the stones to do it.
Do it. Do it.
Stones.
You won't do it. You ain't real. I am completely invincible. No one could touch me with $200 and mess up my whole thing right now. No one could. Not a single one of you.
Someone's gonna be like right around the corner with a baseball bat with $200. Like, what? Like, what did you do? Here's $200. Have a nice day. What the fuck?
What's that like that Simpsons meme where like it's like I think it's like Homer holding like a chair over a bar or something?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Laura. So like roll me persuasion with advantage.
Oh, 3 and a 4. But it is +5, so 9.
He looks at you and like cocks an eyebrow, and you get the feeling of like he knows you're not who you're pretending to be because he watched that brother die, and you get the feeling that like he doesn't care who's alive or who's in charge as long as he's getting paid.
Mm.
You've identified an enemy in this man.
Mm.
So anyway, you're doing Eldritch Blast?
I think we got it.
Did we? No way. Did we?
Looks like we got it.
We got it so hard, our cameras just
like a wrecking ball.
Pharaoh put us over.
And I put us over. You know what, you guys?
You know what to do.
You know what?
know what to do.
You know what I want to do? I want to honor the spirit of this. I've been kind of skirting this a little bit. We're coming up on like the tail end of like our little 4-hour engagement. Someone just like you made that big $200 dollar dono.
Your camera's gone
Did I get
black
it?
on stream.
Oh, that me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Oh,
The
jeez.
donation hit us so
Hold on.
hard, like I
The
said.
donation hit so hard that I just got knocked out of it. On.
You're back.
Someone let me know if I'm back.
Yeah.
Am I back?
You're
Am I
back.
All right. So
And
you
another
guys-
25.
Another 25. Like I want to honor
Another
this
one.
properly. I want to honor this properly. I want everyone all together down the line. All of you give like your last like impassioned speeches before what we know is going to happen happens to the Dungeon Brothers.
Sure.
Oh, we got inspiration.
Use
for
that.
the speech.
Use it. Yeah, let's use that inspo for the speech.
Okay.
Let's start. Let's start. Angel. Angel, give your final like looking straight down the barrel of the camera plea to the audience.
Oh, she's not even looking at them. She's still on rant mode of like that scene from Kill Bill where there's that one young Yakuza.
Where she spanks him
Him
with the
is
sword.
over her knee, and she is going, "This is what you get for fucking up multiple times of people's livelihoods."
The robot runs away holding its robot butt.
Every single one of them gets the ass whooping of a century, and it's like, oh no, you just see. I'm going to use, what is a fun little thing that I can do? Burning hands on the scab bot. And just grab them by the heads. And just bash them together. And just look at the twins. And look at the brothers. I'm like, and that is what you get for fucking over people's lives. I do not want to see any of you make the light of day. And I want you to use your power, revoke that bullshit compulsion that you have people making shows, because not everyone wants to be on camera. I do good work, and there are people that whose lives you fucked over. Not just me and my wife. Your brothers fucked everybody over, and I'm stuck and I have to fix everything else that you and your show ever did. I don't ever want to see you again. If you ever violate the restraining order again, I will have my father after you.
Roll intimidation, and you know what that inspiration, you got advantage, baby. Everybody's getting advantage. Everybody's got it. The audience has spoken. I am but an arbiter for shenanigans and chicanery.
So plus with inspiration?
With that inspo.
Intimidation. That would be an 11. But she's being sincere. And her hands are still on fire.
Her hands are still on fire. I'm gonna say, like, we're gonna kind of like tally up those rolls there. We're gonna like kind of change it up a little bit. So we got an 11 there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take that over to Puck.
She looks at the brothers and she's like, you've not only done this to me and my hive, but countless other families and individuals over the years. Just because there isn't any humanoids living in these places doesn't mean there's not somebody living there. And she's going to suddenly cast branding smite on her halberd for a way to intimidate them.
All right.
As she goes to hit them.
Roll that intimidation.
I got 2 nat 1s.
You had 2 nat 1s. I think
Yes,
with 2 nat 1s, I think you cast branding spot on your halberd, but like in casting it, you kind of like you mess up like your hold on a little bit. You drop it and like you pick it back up. It's not like on the ground, but it does make a really loud clang, and everyone stops what they're doing and like looks over, and then kind of goes like with the 2 natty 1s.
yeah.
But the spirit is still felt. The spirit is still felt.
Yep.
More inspiration for everybody. You know what? Roll again.
I'm using a different die.
Roll again for more inspiration.
In fact, I'm going to use a digital dice for this one.
This audience is just like, no, again, no, do it over.
That's not much better. That's an 11.
That's an 11. An 11
Yeah.
is much better than a 1. 11 is like, again, you've got that small dedicated like group of like Thry-Kreen that like will like they you know what, with an 11 like the Thry-Kreen group starts like a fan name for themselves. They start calling themselves the Hive, and like you've got like you started like a kind of a movement.
I got my own little family.
Yeah, let's go with let's bring it on to Maple. Maple, what's your last emboldened plea?
I think at this point she realizes compared to the other two, she's here for a spoon, which is significantly less. But it's very important to her, so she starts screaming, I don't care who has my spoon, I'm gonna need you to give me back my spoon, and I know exactly what I'm looking for. And I will hunt you both down. Or hunt you down. Until I get it back. Don't even think you'll get a wink of sleep from this day forward.
Roll perception.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And you've got that inspo.
And I get more inspo.
Yeah, you've got nearly infinite inspiration.
Honestly.
Inspired AF.
Wait a sec.
What happened?
Well, the first one was 2, but I got the inspo, so.
Got that inspo.